airplane.
Oh, I thought they meant next week. Okay, I gotcha.
Nah, it's daisy chained. And next week, Yannick's gonna have Mother's Day all prepared, so we're not gonna have a game next week.
I gotcha.
We are live. Alright, so several months have gone by since your battle or your fighting at Absolution Fortress and saving the dragon and defeating Mad Maggie. You have all done some things in the meantime to abbreviate your downtime, and you have all been gifted a letter and an invitation to come to Starfall to meet High King Lionel Starlight the Seventh, as he personally wants to speak with you all.
Excellent. I love Starfall.
You are currently already in Starfall. Map of Starfall. Ah, there it is. In the meantime, no. What happened in the couple of months is that the new stars that have appeared in the sky have grown quite a lot bigger and very bright. Starfall is now, because the Westerlands is still somewhat in chaos from minor threats that before this entire ordeal weren't a threat, but because all the armies have been pulled towards Starfall, has become very dangerous to travel around, and the roads are not safe for normal people. And Starfall has now become like a massive military base as well as a refugee camp. But what they have started to done is people that have professions that don't aid the military in any sort of way get locked into their homes. And what they do with different suburbs in Starfall is that they're basically blocking them, that it's hell to get in, but it's also hell to get out. So they put more and more people in there. It's a lockdown.
Typical Western oppression.
Of course.
You've
Gotta
been
keep the people safe.
You've been given basically a letter of passage, which allows you to go through certain checkpoints without any problems.
Thank God, because I probably wouldn't get in at all. They looked one of them, look, hey, you there? You've committed crimes against Skyrim people.
You're all at different places in Westerlands, and first off, Chaperone, you are somewhere here in the Westerlands as you land at the air docks, and then as you walk off of your ship to go towards the castle of the High King, and you see a couple of other guys. They seem like a bunch of old men. They're like, and these are old war buddies. You didn't recognize them with their beards and their long hair because they used to not have beards and short hair. And they're like, "Hey, Chaperone!"
It takes me a second. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Oh, good fellows, of course. And I will, me and Tug will. I am followed by Tug and Tim, but me and Tug are ecstatic.
Come sit with us. Take a drink. Take a drink. Tuggy!
I will.
Chaperone, you haven't changed a bit.
Oh, of course. It was only 30 or 40 years ago now, I assume.
I've changed a lot. I lost a hand. Look, now I have a hook hand.
That's quite impressive. I could do something for you if you wish. Maybe, sometime. I don't know how long I will be here, but we should convene sometime on my ship. I'll take you around the city and we'll see some sights. And
I'm not allowed to go to other parts of the city.
Oh, because of the
If you can do something for me, this is my good hand. It's called my scratcher hand. But now, sometimes I have an itch in my eye, and I have to keep thinking about using my other hand, because this hook is very dangerous for my eye.
That makes sense. Let me see. I don't actually have. Actually, I don't really have anything soft and delicate that I could attach to the hook. Everything I have is very not friendly at the moment. I'll take out my tinker tools. Can I just make the? I assume that it's like a prosthetic, like it's kind of like the rounded hook shape,
Yeah, it's
or
basically a pirate's hook.
okay. Could I? I would like to just round the end, or try to adjust it so that way when he does go to rub, like it's not gonna be like he's stabbing his eyeball or anything like that. Maybe like just so that way it's not a risk of
Go ahead
him
and make a
blinding
tinkering
himself.
tool check.
And it's what attribute for it? Because
That'd be,
I've
in this case, it would be intelligence. Yeah, you got it good. And then he goes like, thank you, man.
yeah, of course. What about the rest of you, gentlemen?
Well, I have a problem with standing on this peg leg.
Oh, I'm sure I could fix that. I'm going
It's off
to.
balance. It needs to be shorter.
That's no problem at all. I'll start to adjust it for his height so it's a little easier, but I'll also line it with with the adult green dragon scales that I have.
Alright. Go ahead and make, in this case, that would be a wisdom-based tinkering tools check.
And then I'll throw +5 on there because these are my boys.
I'm perfectly balanced now. Thank you very much.
And now it's also shiny, so because it's got like 1 or 2 dragon scales that are in there as well.
And you made it bling.
Of course. Hey, what else? And while I'm doing this, I'm gonna be pouring drinks for them.
And then the last one of the old war buddies. I have a problem. My prosthetic eye doesn't fit.
Oh, it's like too large?
Yeah, it's like I look freaky with like really big eyes suddenly.
Don't worry about that. If you wouldn't mind, then I'll hold my hand out for the eye.
Alright, this time it's an Arcana check.
When I take it, I'm going to carefully. I don't know if these kind of eyes have like an adjustment kind of part to it or anything, but I just want to try to, like, kind of like if you were to get LASIK surgery, you know, to get good eyesight, I would do the same thing to fix it. No! I'll have
The one
Tim-
you don't want to roll a 1 on!
I need Tim to give me a use of lucky so I can reroll this.
Is that allowed? I think it's only your own dice when it comes to skill checks.
Oh, let me check. Whenever you made a timer or something, you can spend 1. Choose spend 1 of your luck points after you roll. You choose which. You can also spend 1 luck point when. Oh, when an attack roll is made against you. Oh well, rip this guy's eye.
You break the eye.
In the socket.
He looks really disappointed. Well, I guess I have to wear an eye patch now.
Well, it depends what you wish. I will give you an eye patch, and I'll take out. Also, I converted all that gold I made into platinum, if that's okay, because that's a lot of gold to be carrying. And I'll give him.
Downtime, it is okay. During actual play, no.
Then I'll give him 2 platinum coins to go get whatever he wants, or more if he needs. If that would cost more.
I'll get the fanciest eye patch I can get. Soft materials that feel smooth around my face.
Of course, I have business to attend to in the city, but of course, there's my ship. You're more than welcome to be on it. Of course, and I'll come back. You know, whenever I have my business concluded, and we'll get drinks and sit around.
Yes. As Chaperone continues onwards to the castle, Booker, You and your team enter it from here with a sailing boat, or here as you enter at the docks. Here's also a docks, and you enter, and then you see the harbor master, and you recognize the harbor master. It is Stefano. He used to be a high-ranking officer in your army back during the rebellion, and you lost a very important battlefield because he betrayed your army for the Westerlands and leaked vital information of where all the traps and trenches were digged.
Oh, this shithead.
As he looked up, hey, I'm Omega. Hello, Booker.
Booker's just staring at him.
He says, let's go. I'm gonna take my break now. He runs away.
Tobias, go follow him. We'll meet up later.
Alright, make your stealth check.
I'm gonna keep track on this guy.
Ooh.
Tobias follows him back to his house.
Well, now I know where he lives. Alright, I'll make a note of that later. Probably towards the end of the day. He's probably gonna have a breaking and entering. We'll find out. But to do it now? Nah, I'll do it once I see what's up with the king. I don't want to get kicked out early. Kicked out late, that's fine. Kicked out early, yeah.
And then for Malaya, you are at your forge. Somewhere here. Big.
Big.
Let's see. There's this noble guy that is talking with Durin, and Durin seems to be quite annoyed by it, and says, that is not effective, that is not how a Warhammer is supposed to work. But I want it to be big! As big as possible!
Greetings. What appears to be the matter?
This customer wants me to make a weapon for him that is utterly impossible for him to wield and very ineffective. I will not risk my reputation for that. Then when he dies when using the weapon and another dwarf finds it, they will all laugh at it as seeing it that it's by a master brewmaster. I was willing to pay extra for it. I want a cool Warhammer.
Doth the size need be as specified, or would an elegant design suffice?
Not elegant, it needs to be brutal.
I can do so as well. Would there like a warhammer in the shape of a skull?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh,
Oh, sure, that's also fine.
very well. Give me a few minutes. I'll go ahead and whip up a warhammer. Yep. I'll use my channel to just turn some metal into a warhammer. There.
Alright, here you go. He gives 90 gold for it.
I'll pass 50 over to Durin.
And then he starts swinging with it in the shop. He's like, hey, watch out! I need to know if it's a good Warhammer. badass. And he walks away with the warhammer.
That man shall perish soon. Ah. The burden of the smith. But alas, I have unfortunate matters to attend to.
You leave. You arrive at the castle of the. As you all see each other again at the entrance of the castle of the High King.
Ah, as I suspected. Well, how are all of thee doing?
Quite well.
Hmm.
I assume things have been well for the rest of you?
Indeed. I've been of good health. A bit unusual getting used to such a large state, but it is quite pleasant.
The size looks good on you. Quite imposing.
How do you do cups indoors? Do you just need like really big cups?
I usually drink from the barrel.
Ah,
I find the idea of going to the bathroom far more harder to imagine. Says one of the NPCs.
I don't do such things.
yeah, that one doesn't pee.
Have you all spent your time well? Since we took our reprieve for a short time.
Gotten my band a bit stronger. Got some money. Can't complain.
Likewise, I went home for a brief period. I spoke with Timwin, actually. Had some light training. His brother
Yes, I heard.
accompanying quite well.
Yes, during his time, the now new Commander Tim, as fitting of his position, he's been doing quite well, and I thank you for that. I hope you've made good use of those arrows that I lit you, or if you've used them at all.
I haven't had a need for them, luckily.
Well, that's good. Weapons that it must be used are not always the best, but that's what weapons are for.
Now let us be done with the matter at hand. Ugh.
Yes, follow me. I'll lead you right in.
You follow Chaperone, but what does happen is that there are many checkpoints, far more than there normally are, and your companions are not allowed to go inside.
Understandable.
Just stand near Timwin. People like him for some reason.
He's quite a likable fellow.
Thank you. As you go further on in, you see that there is a large amount of Warforged here, all ready and armed. They are these are in a special type of uniform. They are called the King's Guard. As you go deeper into the castle, because there's a large underground area of the castle, it's like a sort of bunker.
Oh.
You go deeper down as you enter the throne room, the second throne room of Starfall.
There's two of me. Who is this?
As you see,
We build another chaperone. Chaperone 2.
I'd be
you
appalled.
see You see the King's Guard warriors and the King Costers.
Ooh.
As well as on the stairs upwards, you see the High King Lionel Starlight the Seventh. somewhat middle-aged, probably in his early 60-year-old man.
King Lionel, it is my honor to meet you, and I will once again, and I will give a bow.
He nods. Thank you for coming, chaperone. We live in dark times.
I've noticed there have been. I have personally myself had to deal with the help of my companions here, the ravages of these new creatures that have been appearing.
Yes, but something far more dangerous, but something worse is coming. I need your help with a problem.
Well,
The
if it is within my
Westerlands,
capabilities.
the Westerlands is on the verge of civil war. Half my army wants to mutiny because I keep them all here. The other half, and even some wish to wish to replace me. My brother, Prince Adrian the Red, has started a abdication movement to claim my throne from me. I need your help to capture my brother in secret. For if people know that I have captured my own brother, there will be here in Starfall, a true civil war will happen. He is very popular here in Starfall, although not as popular as some of you. Booker, you remember Prince Adrian the Red, for he was the leader of the armies of the Westerlands 30 years ago during the rebellion. And basically, you guys started the rebellion. You were fairly successful in the beginning, and when you were ready for readying the defenses for Blackhaven, he hit the rebellion so hard that you had to retreat back to the island. But he did that in a very brutal fashion, and while he was gathering a fleet to take back the island, he got removed of his position by the king himself for his actions. So he was so evil that even the Westerlands thought, like, no, we cannot have this person be in charge anymore.
This guy's making us look bad. Please, shut him up.
And so yeah, basically that, and he got banished for it for a certain amount of time. And he basically got the nickname Prince Adrian the Red from Red with Blood, with how many Blackhaven lives he spilled for taking the city back.
Well,
Naturally, I will reward you for your actions in getting my brother back. There is only one condition. You must capture and bring my brother back here alive.
see.
To this location, or would confining him to another prison also suffice?
How many limbs does he have to have?
All of them.
Damn.
And yes, to this location.
Hmm.
But here's the problem, like I said. Your mission must be fulfilled in secret. The people of the Westerlands cannot know that Prince Adrian is being captured, or that there is ever an idea of a rebellion against me.
Speaking of such things, just gives them power.
Exactly. And there are other purposes where I need my brother alive. When you bring him here, I will tell you everything and explain everything. As for rewards, Booker, If you help with this mission successfully, I will grant independence to the lands of Blackhaven, and it is free to join back with Leven or be its own independent state.
That's generous.
Chaperone,
Thank you.
If you succeed on this mission, I am willing to have my wizards team work on your airship and grant 4 upgrades.
Thank you, my king.
Malaya, I've heard rumors about your angelic presence and power. In the Royal Armory, we have a legendary armor called the Angel Armor. It is not very useful to any of my men, but you may have it if you wish.
Hmm.
If any of these rewards do not satisfy any of you, I am also willing to replace the rewards with 25,000 gold pieces.
Well, my king, this is a generous offer and something that I would surely accept and would be willing to do. We have another companion that you might know of that is currently not with us, but would,
Yes, I have summoned her as well, but she didn't show up.
of course.
I have heard of her ambitions on what she wants. She is planning to take a piece of the north. If she is successful in that, the Westerlands will acknowledge her land as her own.
Again, quite generous, my king. Of course, if you would not mind, I would still want to take the young Timwin with me, as he's doing quite well, and I would like to further his progress.
He nods. As for a bit of ideas on how you could find Prince Adrian the Red, where he currently is, we have no idea. But I do have a list of people that might be aligned with him and that know where he is. I'm not sure which of them would know it. Maybe they all know a bit, but you could ask these people, and from there you can follow the trail. General Florent was his former assistant, and he is the leader of the 7th Legion. You can find him in the 7th Legion's military camp, which will not be hard to find. You can try Lady Marie Noel, his former wife, before I banished him, and the mother of his only child. A son and my heir to the throne, Prince Ashley. Just so everyone knows, Ashley is actually a man's name.
Gotcha.
Only in America it is a woman's name. You can also visit. She is outside of the city, near the Royal Summer Villa. There you can visit her if you wish to speak to her. You can also speak to Prince Ashley, his son. He is at the Royal Magical Academy, which you can find, well, you know the way, Chaperone.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Sir Timothy. He was the first person that my brother knighted by him personally. You can find him in the southern part of the city, where he is training the Feathergill Knights. As well as in one of the airships, I believe the king's dominance, you can find Admiral Perrin. She was his personal airship captain at the time before his banishment, and she even wanted to travel with him, but he refused. Chaperone, you know Admiral Perrin as a woman that basically has some sort of inferiority complex against you.
Oh.
It's a very odd, so basically she sees you as her personal rival and wants to beat you at everything. What your opinion about her is, that is completely up to you.
Gotcha. Understood.
It's your Team Rocket.
Yeah, basically that. Or your Dr. Claw. I'll get you next time, Chaperone, next time!
Okay.
Those are the people
Gotcha.
that would most likely have a connection with my brother currently.
I understand. We will do this as subtly as possible, and we will keep anything that might arise from this under wraps.
As well as I'll give you this. It gives you a royal minted coin. This will allow you to travel through the entire city, and it will show that you are working with the authority of the king. I would ask that you only use this to travel around the city. You can use it to order people around and even order some of these people to help you. But the moment these high-profile people know that you're working on my orders, there is a suspicion. And they will think about this suspicion, and they might unravel what is happening with my brother. So only use these seals in an absolute emergency.
Hold on, I'm just writing stuff.
And does he give one, or is it multiple?
He gives each of you one.
Okay.
So basically means you can, for the most part, it just means you can go through every barrier and defensive layer in the city. And you can order high-ranking people around, but the moment you abuse that power, then, well, people are like, the fuck's happening here?
Gotcha. As I said, we will adhere to your condition, and we will do our utmost best to resolve this as we can.
He nods. Now I must continue my work. Hope I will see you all soon.
I'll give him a bow, and just whenever he's ready, I'll start making my way.
Alright, you go out of the building and back to your companions.
I will quietly, obviously, when there's no one even close or even near us, mention the situation to all, and then just begin to say, if we wish to do this without a hint of conspiracy, these interactions with those that we're about to question need to look either friendly or done subtly. Does anyone have any ideas for such a thing?
Well, one thing we could attempt with the airship captain is attempt some sort of either playing on their desire to bestie in some form of race or hunt to find him, and should they manage to track them down, then our work will be done for us via spite.
I think that's a bit too blunt. Perhaps we play on their insecurity and let slip that you don't know what happened to this person. Maybe they'll try and show you up verbally and might let something slip.
Well, I have met the king's brother rarely, if at all. And when I did,
What you know about him is that he's a bit of an asshole.
yeah, and
Very arrogant.
despite the work that I have done for him and the kingdom, I was brushed aside quite rudely, which was not unexpected. Uh, but with the fact that I perhaps do know him, at least for my rival, uh, they did used to work for him. And if I pose interest in perhaps he was looking for an airship captain, if I were to maybe mention that I was given an offer, it might rile some feathers.
Might lead us in the right path, yeah. But
Of
that's
course,
just one of these. We got many people we can talk to.
of course, in mentioning all of this, it needs to be, how to say, without showing influence of wanting to capture or find, we need to leave this as unimaginable as possible when regards to capturing said royalty. Oh, I will also mention I do have these, and I will from his waist. You just see them dangling off his hip. He does have these large chains that are dimensional shackles, and he'll mention to everyone their code, a phrase, just a small kind of like a quick saying word in common that will allow you to be able to unlock or lock said shackles. So if we happen to, when we do catch him, I will try to restrain him with these, and all of us would be able to remove shackles or put them on if we need to. They're quite hard to get out of. So, yeah.
I do not believe capturing him shall be the most difficult part. Even if he is a capable combatant, he is still but man. I believe finding him shall be our
Ouch.
challenge.
Well, I will mention, you may not have met him, but he is just a man, but he is quite the man to say. He is very capable. I will put it like that.
As is Booker, yet he would not stand a chance against the 10 of us.
You know, I don't want to put words into mouths, but I would hope so. Perhaps you, now that you're double my size even, but yes.
Look, we got our shit rocked by a bunch of bugs. I'm not gonna make any assumptions anymore.
There were these weird mushrooms that bumped into us, and I couldn't do anything about. I'm not putting anything.
Yeah,
on
yeah, I'm with Chaperone on this one. I'm gonna prepare for anything and expect nothing.
Just think
Let
about
us
how
find him
badass
first.
Mario is when he kills them by the dozen when it
Yeah.
comes to those mushrooms. He's really good at jumping on people's heads.
He's got
But,
that skill down pat, that's for sure.
If we would like, we could begin
Dive
with
kicker.
my said rival, as that is it seems to be the first instance of ideas that we have, and after we gather what information we can, if we need more, we'll come up with the next idea for the next person, if that sounds reasonable.
So I recommend the general after such. If anyone might be in cahoots of such a rebellion, an important army figure would not be out of the question.
That's how coups are born. I think I'd like to play on the cruelty angle that I know this man is. I'm gonna take a look around, see if I can find any obvious signs that a noble has been inflicting pain anywhere in the city. Who knows what I'll find. Shake the tree a bit.
Sounds good.
I wouldn't be surprised if we find him down the middle of the street kicking puppies.
Also true. For some of these individuals, they are spread quite away from each other. We might have to take the ship to get to one or the other, unless we want to just
No,
walk.
Everyone is inside the city with the exception of Lady Marie Noel.
Who's in
She is,
summer home?
it was in the summer home. That's like with the airship, it's no problem to get there, but even walking, it's not that far away. But she's the only one that's not inside the city.
Gotcha. Well, then I believe we will need to find this admiral. I might as well check in, see how they're doing. It's been quite some time since I last bested them.
Maybe challenge them to a game of dragon chess. Who knows?
Oh yeah, that is quite a fun game. We shall see.
It's good to get people talking. People think about something else, and then before they know it, they're spilling their guts.
Well, finding the admiral isn't that hard. You just look up and you look at the 10 different airships that are like flying around in rotation, and they all look different, so you recognize hers. Getting up to the airship might be a problem for some of you.
I feel like I could just go up. I can just fly up to the ship. Or if we wish to all go.
I shall at least give you a brief boon. I'll give you Eagle Splendor, so you have advantage on charisma checks.
Well, thank you. Does anyone wish to go? I could carry someone. We would just be flying very, very.
Nah,
slow.
but before you go, let me give you a presentation on how deception works.
Great.
For the next hour, you have plus 15 to your first deception check, and then plus 5 after that.
Perfect. Well, in that case, wish me luck, and I will just look upwards and just float straight up and start going towards the ship.
Alright.
Oh, actually, I'll ask Tim before I leave. Tim, if you would send her a quick sending to let her know I'm on my way. I don't want to give her a scare. I don't want to get shot with a cannon or something.
Alright, Admiral!
Like they could hit him with a cannon.
Yeah, I mean, it would kind of bounce off. But,
They could crit.
yeah, but who knows? With that, I will start heading up towards the ship. Just flying up.
Alright. You fly upwards. Her ship, the King's Dominance, is of a different design as yours. Yours is designed to travel. Hers is designed to take a beating.
Makes sense.
Alright, as you go to that here.
It's got broadside cannons and everything.
As you see the design from above, this ship could definitely take a hard beating. And as you send a message, you see like all of them. You see the soldiers. Let's see how well they. Horribly try and stand as quickly information as possible. As you fly up and see like this atrocious line-upping, you see Admiral Perrin, a tiefling. Look at she sees you, and then sees the soldiers, and she looks angry.
As I fly up, I'll just go 10 feet above the deck level of the ship. Oh, Perry! It is a pleasure to see you. I hope you got my message.
Yes, I have, Chaperone. And we wanted to make a great welcome. Men, salute Grand Fleet Admiral Chaperone. They turn around and they try to salute.
Wonderful, thank you. I appreciate it. And he will start floating down.
They do correctly.
Oh, excellent. Actually good. Perfect. What wonderful men you have. Tell me, how have you been? Have things been well? And I will just start floating down like I'm walking down steps as I make my way over.
Things have been going great.
Quite wonderful.
Although we have been flying around here for quite a bit, so we didn't have much patrol routes outside of Starfall. I have heard of your stories of beating a devil horde.
Oh, yes, I remember that. Oh, well, I wasn't all that needed or involved during that. It was a little beneath me. You would know, right?
Of course, airships do gain their supremacy.
Yes, yes. Tell me, you know, a few months ago when I saved Levine, I was offered a position similar to yours for that country at the time, and I was thinking, I'm doing so much. I have places to fly to, people to save, yada yada yada. And that got me thinking. I haven't been to our magnificent city in quite some time, and while I've been taking in the sights, seeing old friends, have you been doing well? Have you been doing much besides patrol?
Only patrols, you know the Grigors. Although my men are a bit unresty, you've seen the horrible performance they just did. Although they did something good.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad at all.
I've seen recruits do better.
Perhaps, but besides that, tell me. Let's sit. Let's talk. Do you have somewhere?
We can go
Uh,
to my quarters.
Thank you.
This map doesn't have multiple layers, so it's
All good.
basically
Yeah.
just downstairs here to our quarters.
As we get in, I'll just kind of walk in, take a seat. You know, I've been meaning to look into changing venue or changing. I've been an adventurer for some time now. I've been saving people. It kind of drags, and well, I've been hearing of possible other positions. I don't quite wish to re-enter the military unless I'm asked specifically, and I don't know. I've been looking for such positions of worthy of my station. Would you know of any?
Well, the king seems to be having to try and gather up the army as big as can. You can return here in two, but you haven't done airship combat in a long time. You would have to prove your worth. See what you can do.
I'm sure that wouldn't be an issue. Recently, my ship has been through, well, quite a lot. It's not quite weaponized as yours, of course, but I've been through sandstorms and necro cannons recently, and beasts and horrors, and pretty basic stuff. But I don't know. Looking for patrols, or I don't think I could go back to such a boring life. But I don't know. What of the guards for the royal family? Do they need any positions filled like that? I know the king and his always has his, of course,
If you think patrols are boring, you shouldn't join the Royal Guard.
well, being stuck in Starfall for that long a time, I too would get pretty angsty about it. Uh,
Yes.
I
I've
know
already had a
I.
couple of people attempt to mutiny and desert.
Oh,
Luckily, we
truly.
captured them.
Oh, good eye, at least. I've been carrying around the king's uh, what is he? Third cousin, third nephew, something like that. Tim, he's been a great sport. I've been teaching him well, and the royal family has done quite well. At least maybe not here in Starfall, but any others? Anyone on the edges, ridges, or anyone like that?
Well, recently I met Prince Ashley. Seemed to
Oh,
be a
how has
good
he been?
lad. Hmm. Not, I don't think he's the right type to become the future king. Not a warrior enough, like his father.
Oh, that's a shame. Uh, his father was quite the combatant. Whenever he took the city, uh, during the war back way when. But why has Ashley's father not been around to teach him?
Uh, no, he was banished when Ashley was just a babe, remember?
Ah, that's right. And he hasn't seen him since. That seems. I heard that he
I have
might
no
have still been
idea
on the
if
outs.
they have if they have met before, but 10 years ago his banishment did go away.
Oh, I see.
He was not very satisfied with how his son turned out, but
Oof, quite unfortunate. It's such familial tragedies. Quite the down. Here, let me set this up, and I'll take out the dragon chess set that I have, and I'll start setting pieces, making myself, of course, the first to go. I don't know if dragon set is just chess, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make myself. I'll actually give Perry first go, so they can be white. I'll be black, and as I offer to start a timer. So Ashley, that's quite well. Like I said, I of course don't have such familial problems, but is there? I mean, surely the
She makes her first thing.
so let me just put this to intelligence.
Hmm.
But I'm surprised that even if even the most disappointed thing, kind of like those men up there, could be turned into something useful.
She as you say that, she just looks at your move and like, oh shit. She looks at the timer and then looks at the chessboard and is like, oh shit.
Well, I mean,
Quickly try something again.
okay. Well, even surely, I mean, he must be up to something nowadays, wouldn't he? I mean, 10 years of non-banishment, he hasn't returned to the capital,
He's
is quite
returned
a
to the
long time.
capital a couple of times.
Oh, I
Spoken
see.
to him.
Oh, that one time, yes.
I've spoken to him a couple of times. When this ordeal happened and all the armies were summoned back, and we weren't given a reason, he was quite angry at his brother for this stuff.
Oh, I see.
She looks
That's
like.
so unfortunate.
You basically got her checkmate right now. Yeah, you got her mate right now, and she has to try and find out an escape.
I see. Has he been doing well? Have you had any long talks or passing talks with him?
Yes, at the start of this entire ordeal, we talked for a little while. We talked for quite a while because you both have no idea what is going on, and we don't really see the sense of this entire ordeal. The only thing we did is provoke the Island Alliance by massing an army this big together. Not even that far away is an army almost equal our size. She makes another move.
Oof.
It's
Well,
very easy. Like you can now basically beat her if you wanted to.
I'll look at her. I'm gonna look at my clock and just see how much time I have and be like, you know what? I'm gonna just let this sit and let it simmer before I make my checkmate move.
As she's looking, still looking at the clock and then at the chess pieces.
I mean, it makes as long as the Greenlands don't come flying at us, I'm not too worried about whatever confrontation we might have. But I could understand the less restlessness of. Well, I guess he's not doing anything much, is he?
Well, he did seem quite angry.
Yes. Well, perhaps do you happen to know? I don't want to offer my leadership and work and my efforts to someone undeserving.
Yeah, well, maybe. Who says you're undeserving? Maybe you are not deserving of him. As you beat
Uh,
and she
you know.
looks at the no.
Well, I don't know about that. I've done quite a lot.
This was never my game, though. But let's see. My airship has gone through quite a bit of upgrades since the last time. Let's see if you can still hold up with your old-fashioned model.
Well, I don't have a lot of time. I plan to see many high families today. I mean, I guess I could spare you some time, but look, if you happen to offer, I'll do, I'll accept your wager here, of course. Uh, but I do.
Friendly wager, 1,000 gold for who can win the competition between two airships.
Well, that's relatively cheap. How about this? I will, of course, place the money, but as I was saying, I am looking for new opportunities. If you happen to tell me, if you do know, I'm not saying you do, where he might be, I would be more than willing to, of course, participate. I have time. I could spare you some time today.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
An
So
advantage and
this
plus
is
15.
an advantage in plus 15.
Let him,
Yep.
let him see you roll a natural 1. All those pluses don't matter.
So plus
never know.
15 is a oof.
Well, I don't know all the details, but if you do want to search him out, he told me to follow his marking.
Do I have an idea what that might be in reference to?
That is his personal seal is basically a red sun with a sword and a shield in on the side.
Great. Well, I will look for that, and let's get this underway. What are you thinking? A race? A test of arms with our ship's capabilities of weaponry, or something like that?
Well, both, actually. We will first race your ship against mine, then we will do a test of arms. I can order the city to release a couple of balloons, and whoever destroys their balloons first is the winner on that one. And, of course, a test of strength, of how much our ships can carry.
I believe, again, I'm quite busy. I would be more than happy to do a balloon test and perhaps the speed, but I unfortunately cannot risk the integrity of my vessel and its weight capabilities. But, we'll see.
Don't worry. Yes, we can do the first two. I understand that your older inferior model needs a little bit of carefulness.
It does, just the other day when I was out helping perhaps the next ruler of the North, I was carrying her dragons around on my ship, and we were talking about, of course, me building our own little group of kingdoms and rulership over there. But of course, I assume you've never seen it being stuck here in the capital all day, every day.
Let's go to racing. She just walks out of her office.
Okay. Oh, as she's walking away, I'm sure you'll be excited to see my new captain of arms. He likes bombs. Guess I gotta go to my ship and get ready to race and fly.
Yep. Let's go.
Oof. Well, my ship's not very fast.
Well, this ship is also not extremely fast. As you all sit now, because this ship is upgraded, but it is upgraded to take a beating, not necessarily to go fast.
It's a brick wall, so
Yeah.
it also moves like that.
So how it works is basically as the race goes on, we do 3 checks, and who wins the most out of those checks is basically the winner, with the difference in the others. The first thing is, as you both set on the spaces and stand on your starting point, it's to accelerate the power of your airship, and that requires a strength check plus proficiency if you have it.
Oof. Well, I'm not strong, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, just like athletics check or just a strength?
Check. Yeah, it's a skill check based on your airship skill. So I have to grab a pen. Give me a second.
So air vehicle plus
Yeah.
strength.
Yeah.
Okay, set to strength. Okay, I gotcha.
Gotta go fast.
Absolutely no different from my athletics checks because I don't have proficiency in.
We should absolutely gather a crowd
expertise.
for this event.
Yeah, sure. I mean, pull them up. Round up some people to watch.
Alright, as the launch goes, you go first. She rolls a 19.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Ah, you got this. No, you don't.
I
You don't got
don't.
this.
False start. Ooh.
That is a 14 difference. Then, for the second one, to gather speed, is a wisdom check. As you see large amounts of large wind waves coming, it's basically to guess where the wind is going.
Gotcha.
Now this one you got.
Oh, for sure.
For her, you rolled a 13.
And I will
Oh.
add +5 with Flash of Genius.
Yes.
One more. Ooh.
She is very much in front of you because the difference is
Yeah, not great.
13.
not great. And the last one, there's like basically some tight corners you have to take, and turns. That is dexterity based. He has a 21.
Dang, that is not great. Let's see.
Oh wow.
I think those salamanders that were mechanically doing something to your airship for soul coins swindled you.
Perhaps.
You've been bamboozled, sir.
As she wins the race and she goes, yes, yes, yes. You like from afar, you can see someone has never been as happy as this. She loses all like protocol on how you're supposed to act as an admiral.
I don't believe she'd be popping off, as they say.
Yeah.
And
I'll.
the next thing is target practice, shooting the balloons with cannons. Luckily for this one, you both have the exact same modifier.
Excellent. I will ask: does my main man, is he better at shooting cannons, or is it just he does?
You mean Bob?
Yeah.
Bob is not better at shooting cannons.
Gotcha.
He is better
That's all
at
right.
making the cannon balls make bigger boom booms, though.
I would ask that he, however many shots we're doing, if he could load the stronger ammunition, just that way, even if I happen to, hit or miss, the explosions at least look better.
Yeah, he goes, rum bum, yes. So basically, you have to hit 5 balloons who all have an AC of 15. So I will roll first and see how many cannon shots it takes for her to do that 5 times.
Gotcha.
1, 2, that's a miss. So 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh.
7,
Someone's house blew up.
8. You have 8 attempts to beat her.
Gotcha. So I have 3 uses of Flash of Genius left for today. So I'll see if I... And it's a 15, you said? AC 15?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Let's see how this
Cannons
goes.
only have a +6, so she has the exact same cannon model you have.
There we go. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this goes.
Well, that's 1 success. 2
Two.
success. 3 3 success. 4 success.
I will add
Success.
+5.
Then you've
To
done
hit.
it correctly in 5 turns. You have beaten her in the cannon shots. So now it is a draw. As she
looking
looks
at her-
furious
yeah.
at her crew.
As I finish winning the the artillery part, instead of going crazy, I'm just gonna give a gracious kind of like bow, like, and then I'll scoop up. Because I'll have had the 1,000 coins, the 1,000 gold out. I'll just pick it up, put it right back in my pocket, and give her a quick bow before saying, well, it was fun, but I will, unfortunately, like I said, I'm very busy and I have to go, but thank you for the games, and I'll catch you later, perhaps, if I have time for you, of course.
She also makes a very gracious bow, but with a facial expression of I'm going to punish someone on this ship.
Excellent. And then
all
I'll
our crew members look like completely terrified.
I'll give a quick. I'll have Tim. Well, yeah, I have Tim and Tug with me, and we'll just go and redock the ship before meeting up with everyone and telling them of the signs that we need to follow, and then describing what that symbol looks like.
Alright. We have at least one lead now.
Follow the crests.
Hmm.
I shouldn't be too hard to spot, I suppose. Suppose the general is the next spot.
Yes, let's make our way there and keep an eye out along the way.
Alright, the general is at the 7th Legion camp that is around here. There it is.
We have any idea of how we want to approach this, as far as talking this goes?
What manner of man is this? Is this a more affluent and flamboyant man, or is this a hardened warrior?
I don't know. What is he like? I do not know.
You definitely do not know because he's just recently become a general.
I see.
Well, mayhaps. Booker, would thou like to take the lead on this one?
Very well.
I'll also give you a little enhance ability.
Oh, thank you. I just straighten out my old military uniform and I'll walk around and start doing inspections. This man's new on the block, but I'm not going to underestimate this sort of thing. I'll have Demobi up here be my aide, and these two can follow along behind me as I approach. Greetings.
Hello?
Is General Florent in?
Yes, what is your business?
I am curious of this new general and wish to see if he's as good as the rest of the rabble.
Well, it seems that he is on dinner break, so I'll ask who can I ask came here?
Former General Booker of the fuck, I forgot my country's name.
Leave it.
Of the Levin Revolution.
He looks very suspiciously at you and then walks away. You may come into the general's tent.
Thank you. Do 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 do.
I'm not going to, of course, enter, but I would like to be. Oh, a little too far. What's the range? Is it 30 feet or 60 feet for my Flash of Genius? Let's see.
He also has to enter
It's-
the enter the tent.
Oof. Well, we'll be looking around at least and just kind of standing, even if I can't enter.
As you try to pass, the guards like, hey, what are you doing?
They'll stop everybody.
Oh well, this is my companion who is currently going to inspect the general. I wish to have a look around, if you wouldn't mind. I am Fleet Admiral Chaperone, or former
Make
at
a
least.
Persuasion check with advantage. Fine. Just don't bother the general. He has a visitor.
Yeah, of course. And then I am going to spend time looking around for any symbols of the king's brother.
Alright. That is an investigation check. Alright.
Oh, it's a 23. Yeah, it's not supposed to be advantage.
I will tell you the answer later, because it takes a while to search.
Gotcha. Fair.
As Booker comes in, you see the general at a table. Come sit here, Booker.
Ah! Very well.
I did not expect to meet you like this, and this time on more friendly terms, hopefully.
I've had a point of meeting people on the battlefield. It's gotten my goat already as I knock my leg. I'd like to meet more people in peacetime, if possible.
Same, I feel exactly the same.
So, you're the new hotshot general people have been spouting about.
Apparently, yes. I recently got promoted.
It's no easy feat to climb through such ranks.
And certainly not in the Westerlands. Normally, they save these roles for nobility. But after I had to dispose of my predecessor at Lecanat for his corruption, I got the job instead, which was a great honor. Got a medal from the High King himself.
I like this High King. If I'm being perfectly honest, he's been seems like a fair bloke. Would you agree?
Yeah, he certainly is, although I do not know what is going on here with us all being stationed here and locking up our own people in their houses.
Booker's smile fades and he's like, he hasn't filled you in on anything.
Sorry?
He hasn't told you anything about what's going.
No.
Okay, maybe he's not as good as I thought. He'll rub his chin. I don't know what I'm able to tell you. Because I don't know what clearance this country has on such topics. However, I am under no veil of secrecy, so I'm gonna give you a rundown. And unless you, let's give it a year, say. And that maybe you'll connect some dots.
He nods.
First off, do you have a drink?
Sure thing. He grabs a bottle of wine. You like red or white?
Dry wine, please.
Alright, here you go.
Thank you. So I'll give him the down run on what we've just done with. Sure, I'll even go a bit into the Levan side of things. Starting with the ousting of our own issue with the runners of the election. After I lead into the part with the fish people and how he summoned stars, that wasn't very fun. We got some cool weapons from him though. Then I'll go into the demons and what we fought, because that's pretty public knowledge. And then I will talk to him about the actual threat that we encountered out there. The creepy bug things
The
that seem.
Daves.
Yeah, the Daves. We've been calling them Daves, but they're very, very dangerous. These things took apart a crew of highly trained individuals that were on Chapter 1 ship and nearly downed the whole ship within a matter of seconds. It was. I've seen a lot in my years, but that was terrifying.
I've seen a lot too.
These things move faster than any creature I have spotted. And I have no doubt they could rip through communities, towns, and even soldiers like butter.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oof.
He nods.
13.
Speaking of communities, seeing as you are allowed to move freely, I do have a favor I would like to request.
Name it.
A bunch of ice giants, frost giants, have been raiding the northern coast. And with the armies drawn back there, they have free reign on the villages there. It is just a small group, but I need someone to take them out for me. If I order my men to do it, my men will be punished for desertion, and I will be relieved of my rank. But if you went there, real quick and back, who the hell could stop you?
No one in this government, that's for sure.
Nods, yes. I
Uh,
joined the army for the safety of my people. And the army has betrayed me three times. Once when I saw the brutality that Prince Adrian accounted for at Blackhaven. That was unexcusable how he handled that.
Can I try and see if I glean any deception with that?
Go ahead.
Thank you. I'll roll insight if that's okay. 16.
You see in his eyesight that that thinking about it deeply disturbs him.
Huh. What of the other two?
Well, my commander, that back at Lynette, that was basically a cultist, and wanted to sacrifice the entirety of Lynette, and I disposed of him. And then last of Disordeal. I get that you have that monster problem, but that doesn't mean we don't have monsters here that need to be that we need to deal with. What good is it to save our country from that large problem if frost giants raid our coasts? We were saved by your intervention with the demon horde of Maggie. But but as an army, it is our responsibility to stop those sorts of things.
You must make time for society, for society will not make time. You are 100% correct.
Yes. While our king focuses on a larger picture, you cannot justify that to the people that fall down on the smaller picture.
What good is an army if you don't have farmers tending crops to feed it? It marches on its stomach forever.
He nods again.
Well, this giant problem will be solved. I will see to it personally. And I have a couple friends that really hate giants, so this will be fun. As for... Not a problem. Before I go, I wish to give a couple pieces of friendly advice, if I may.
He nods.
Find where you're going... Yes. When you're going to outfit your troops, these creatures have been largely melee focused. Bring many things. Shields, pikes, anything that can keep them at a bay. It's like fighting flying ants and ground ants that'll rip you apart. If that makes any sense. They're not very big as the ones we found, but I have no doubt they get bigger.
Any odds?
Maybe read up on trap setting too. They don't seem that smart that they'll read people's minds and find traps very easily as he gets up to go. But that's about as much as I could give you at the moment. I'm not the smartest individual when it comes to like how easily these things can die or if they have any major weaknesses. We haven't spotted any that I know of, at least. But that brings you up to speed on what I know, at least.
Thank you very much. Is there anything I can help you with?
At the moment, no. It was just a pleasure seeing you.
Any odds? It was a pleasure seeing you again, you as well. I hope we can meet under these kinds of circumstances again.
Sorry to drink all your wine.
That's what wine's for.
Ain't that the truth? Alright. I'll leave the tent. This guy doesn't know much. But he...
Then, Booker.
Yes.
You find... Chaperone. This
Yes.
guard here has a sign of the red sun with the sword and the shields on him. It's hidden like as a necklace underneath his armor, but you saw it when he basically was itching his neck.
Okay, gotcha. I'll keep it in mind and wait for us to all reconvene together away from these guards.
Thank you, soldier. Sorry to surprise you. Alright. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
As we are making our way out of said encampment, I will then mention the one guard that has the symbol.
Just the one.
It is the only one that I noticed, yes.
Should we perhaps leave Tobias here to keep an eye on this individual? See if he moves
be
about
wise.
at night.
I think that's a great call, yes. I'll look over to Tobias. You might be pulling an all-nighter, friend. I'm sorry. I'll tell you what I'll tell you what I'm thinking. This man is a very good man. He has been fighting, and he's risen through the ranks quickly, but he's done it for the right reasons. And I think that one person in his camp is there to spy on him.
That would make sense.
Or maybe replace him with someone more suitable. Who knows? We definitely need to keep an eye on him. Also, there's some giants raiding your northern coast. We're gonna go take care of that. I assume you don't mind killing people who's killing your people.
Yeah, it's fine. Like now? Kind of do it now? Or...
I mean, we could probably do it after the thing with the king takes precedence, obviously.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, I'm more than happy to do it, just perhaps not today.
Yeah, how far away would this be from where we are?
With the airship, a 3 hours flight.
Okay, so not too bad. Maybe, maybe we'll do it after we...
Back and go, it would be 6 hours.
Yeah, so maybe at the end of the week or in a few days or something.
Alright. I've also brought him up to speed on what I know of these evil creatures. I don't think he believes me. And I think that might do his undoing, but I gave him whatever advice I could. It might come in handy should this place suddenly be invaded by swarming insects.
Well, I mean, it is quite a tale, to be fair. I don't expect everyone to immediately believe that. So, if they happen to appear, I believe Starfall is at least prepared for an attack and will be able to hopefully defend itself. But yeah, While this guard is to be watched, I believe we can move on to the next individual. And
Do you need me to make a stealth check for Tobias?
Yes,
Boop. 30.
that is a success.
He is one with the ground.
He just goes into a tent and pokes a hole in one of the tents, and then looks at him right in front of the tent.
Whatever works, Tobias. Whatever works.
He just doesn't decide this. You're like.
perfect. All right then, on to the next person.
Alright, and you want the next person to be?
Who's that person who's outside the city? Lady something.
The ex-wife.
The ex-wife. I wonder if they're near the giants. Might kill two birds with one stone if we do that.
It is around the, it is around the same location, but there is, like, still a big travel time. The summer home is not near the coast.
I gotcha.
But yes, would be efficient to do both when you go outside of the city.
So let's. The last one inside the city was.
There's two. There's the Sir Timothy, and there's also the Prince.
Alright.
Do we want to go to Wizard School, or do we want to go to the Knight's Quarters?
I got my own reason for not wanting to go to wizard school. Can we do the knight's quarters first?
Very well.
Wizard school.
I mean, I'm fine with either. I mean, I think going to the wizard school could be fun to ham it up, you know, talk about some magic and some stuff, or we could just go to do the other one.
Let's go. Let's go to the night first.
Alright, that is around
The southern
here.
part.
It's not that far. If you go towards it, you go towards a barrack. Check the copy paste you guys on there.
Bird.
It's for Timothy.
Timothy.
Yeah.
Timothy.
When you arrive, you see a large people like cheering on. Come on, Timothy, you can do it! As he's fighting a training dummy Warforged. Zoop, zoop.
Is it fighting back?
Yeah.
Oof. It's not something you really want to deal with, to be fair.
As he just lost from the training dummy Warforged, one of the priests heals him up again. Alright, again! And he starts fighting again, and you see large amounts of griffins here.
Bird.
Some of them fly around, some of them are ridden when flown. And one of the priests turns around and looks at you guys. Can I help you?
Salutations. We are hoping to speak with the sir over there.
He's a bit busy, as you can see. Getting his ass whipped, as you see. And he's down again. I'm getting sick of healing him. You knew it! And again. Yeah, this is going to take a while, says the priest.
Very well. Then perhaps we can have a word with you.
Sure, what do you want?
Well, have thou recently seen anything amiss? I'm searching for a particular individual as part of one of mine quests. And I've yet to find hair nor hair from him.
what does this individual look like?
I have no idea.
Then, do you have a name?
I do not remember. I merely know that he is a great warrior, one of skill far renowned. Something to do with some manner of color.
Damn, that's very vague. Don't think I
Indeed.
can help you. But if it's a
Ah.
raid warrior, then what? Alvin, you know any raid warrior? Well, I've heard of the Turncloak Dragon Knight that works with us now. She's the Fury of the North. Her name is Millicent. Is that the person you're talking about?
No, I've met her. She did not turn out to be the one I was looking for.
Ah, damn. Well, then the other ones, Francis, do you know one? Yeah. Kenneth Kestnar, the champion of the gods. He is a great warrior.
I've fought alongside him as well, yet once again, he did not turn out to be the one I was searching for.
William, do you know one? Yeah. Vice Admiral Tug. He's right there. He's a great warrior.
Alas, I have found him too.
Perhaps.
As you hear Sir Timothy scream, there is only one greatest warrior, and that is Prince Adrian the Rat, as he attacks the Warforged dummy.
I have not heard of this man.
He is the as he walks away from the Warforged dummy. It was like, he is the greatest warrior I've ever seen. I saw him once take down 20 armed Blackhaven guards with just a dagger.
Impressive.
And his favorite weapon is a greatsword. Imagine what he could do with that.
Ah,
Right at that moment, it's like, don't look the other way when you're fighting someone, says the Warforged.
boom.
Bunk, bunk, bunk. He's KO. In the midst of his speech.
I will heal him.
As he wakes up, God damn it, you stupid machine! We were off training! That doesn't work in training. Your enemies don't stop attacking when you say, please stop. And the robot hits him again.
I like this robot.
As he goes down again.
I'll heal him again.
He goes up again, and then, like, the War Priest is like, I think I should turn him off. Don't you dare turn me off. I will turn you off. Enemies don't stop. You need proper training. As the other knights, like, take a step backwards.
So, without preoccupy this figure for a moment.
As the Sir Timothy tries to walk away from it. Alright, roll me initiative then. A new enemy approaches. Time to teach you how to properly fight. Roll initiative.
Let's see if Soul does.
Go ahead, Soul's first.
Alright, let's just immediately rage, because this thing does hit pretty hard. Pull out my spear that I passed on, and let's go for some attack. Let's do Reckless immediately, why not?
That'll hit.
And then another poke without Divine Fury.
That'll hit as well. 26, 28 on the first blow. And 31, 21, 33 on this, 23 on the. Give me a sec. I think heal thing is gone again, but health aura is gone. No, it's not.
Griffin explodes.
Alright, that's Soul's turn.
Yeah.
You hit better than the previous one. You are not a weakling. Going into serious mode. I'll try and punch Soul.
Advantage. Miss. I'll crit for 20 or 19. And I'll also hit for 10, so 29. Boop.
That is his turn.
Alright. That's nothing. The sword can take that. Let's do it again. Keep going reckless.
18 will hit.
Oh. Maybe we don't need to do reckless.
For crits, maybe.
Yeah.
Double the chance that you'll crit. 31 damage on the first one.
And then
26.
26. Yeah.
As that is his turn, and he'll try and smash Soul.
Hit.
All of them hits.
Yep.
For 10, 12, and 9.
Let me do math. That's 40, 65. Halved is 32. Boop. Boop. Still up. Let's do normal now. See if you can dodge a little bit better. Yeah. First poke,
18 will hit.
and then the second poke.
That'll hit as well. Doing 25, 28 damage. And then 21, 26 damage.
And some good work. Training has most certainly paid off.
He'll try and smash Soul again. First one, 21.
Hit.
15.
Miss.
20.
Miss. So just 10.
Yes. Soul's turn again.
Alright, let's go for the counter attack. Let me do it. Bonk.
19 will hit.
And then normal.
Hit again, doing 26, 33 damage. And then 21, 25 damage.
Yeesh.
His turn again. 20. 20. 19.
Alright, those will all miss. What? Hold up. I think twice. Alright, let me. Then we're gonna hit him again. One. Turn that on. There we go.
That'll hit. Doing 18 damage.
What's that from?
As it stops attacking now, and points at Sir Timothy. This is what you should take as an example. This is proper fighting. Now going into shutdown mode. Need reparations. As walks away. He can take an opportunity attack if he wants.
Nah. Excellent work.
As he goes, whoa! That's pretty impressive of your friend right there. But that's not as impressive as how Prince Adrian would deal with him.
Oh.
He could take down 3 of those by himself.
Oh, now that I've piqued my curiosity, I seek to challenge this man. Where may I find him?
Think last he can, let's see. Oh, you could visit a couple of weapon shops. The last time I saw him, he, Last time I saw him, he said he needed warhammers to deal with a black ooze problem.
Wait.
His one of his assistants, named Guy, probably went to a shop to buy some warhammers.
I see. Thank you very much. I shall go look forward to our sparring match. Also, that should focus on thine guard. Alright, appears we have some useful information. I also, mayhaps know how we can find, at least in the next day, our compatriot.
We're definitely making progress.
True. I mean, depending on what information, perhaps whenever we find that guard and see what he's up to, we could look further into everything.
That just leaves our friend to the north.
Yeah. Do I know anything about the ex-wife?
Go ahead and roll a history check. 19. Lady Marie Noel. Let's see. She is a accomplished archmage, and she married Prince Adrian when he was young. And they divorced due to due to when he got banished, and she learned about the actions that he took in Blackhaven.
Gotcha.
He was so appalled by it that I was like, no, I don't want to be married with you anymore.
Now that's a person we don't have to pull any punches with.
She was also already a very high-ranking noble.
Well, that's good to know. Perhaps, I mean, if she is still not quite in favor with him, I mean, she might be more than willing to reveal information if she has any.
Does our friend Soul need a quick snack break or anything before we,
Yes, so please make thine way towards the forge and ask Duran about the customer earlier, and then take a break.
He nods and walks away.
You can go take a short rest after that.
Tobias won't be back till late at night, probably. If he comes back with anything at all, he might be there for a day or two.
Let us.
Well,
we could go fight some giants, and then in the morning, I may be able to acquiesce the location of our individual.
That's what I was thinking. We go out, we kill the giants, we go talk to the lady after we kill the giants, and we come back, and then we take a nap break ourselves, and then we conglomerate in the morning and see if we find this asshole.
Alright, let's go
What
fight
do we
some
think?
giants. I most certainly prepared for warfare today, so...
Any day you don't is a day where you regret. That's what I say.
Also, you still have one location in the city, just as a reminder.
Yes, but I believe we shall visit the Magic Academy later. That seems like a...
I almost forgot about the Magic Academy. Thank you for the reminder, Yannick.
Perhaps it is best we speak to his mother first. She might be able to provide us with some words of aid.
Alright.
His old allies are likely still his allies. You know what I mean?
And you, do you want to travel to the summer villa?
Coast first, I believe.
Alright. As you take the airship? Or do you want to walk? it's
Grand-
also walkable distance only. Then it'll like, oh, it's even faster if you walk.
What?
Yeah, because the airship is just faster in a line of 24 hours. Because
Yeah,
keep
it's
going.
like you're gonna.
But if you walk, then it's like it's actually faster because it's only a 3-hour trip with the airship, and then it's like if you walk fast, it's a 2-hour trip while walking.
Oh, well, then let us go for a brief jog.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Clink, clink, clink.
Everybody loves jogging up the coast.
Indeed. Good
Nice
cardio.
walk along the edges.
Put your feet in the water.
Occasionally get
Imagine.
jumped by sea serpents.
Suddenly attacked by hydras. There's a kraken up there.
I'll do some buffing around. I'll give Timwin a death ward, and I'll give Vani a death ward. And I'll pop 1 aid on Booker, Tug, and myself. So plus 10 HP.
Yay.
Great.
Booker.
As
As you walk for 2 hours past the coastline, really quick, you come across you see you pop into a frost giant's ship.
Hey, Lamau.
Thou again.
As they look at you guys, and it's like, as they say in giant against each other. Does any of you speak giant?
I do.
It would
They
just
wear
be.
very
yeah.
valuable stuff. It looks shiny and nice. Let's go take it. Yes. We need booty.
Hell!
As they look at you as you say that.
Can I speak to thine captain?
We don't have a captain, we have a jarl.
Can I speak to thine jarl?
As the jarl moves closer and comes here. What is it you want?
Art thou currently raiding these coasts?
Yes.
I shall have to politely ask thee to leave. They are currently under my protection. I doth not wish to imply violence, yet if thou doth not vacate the premises, I will have to slay thee.
Go ahead and make a intimidation check.
Sure note.
They look at each other. We choose violence. Roll initiative.
Oh, that's not good.
You really that worried about a bunch of frost giants?
No, but I mean, it's like, oh well. I
We tried
guess.
diplomacy.
Yeah. It's worth a try. Let's see.
10 10-foot cubes. I think we can hit all of them. Hold up. Yep. Try them again. I'm about to blow up the entire ship.
Oh, I was wondering why Tim had advantage on initiative until I remembered that he has his own sentinel shield right now.
Hey?
That's funny.
Alright then, Booker is first.
I believe
Alright.
I am
Oh,
first.
Chaperone is first.
Hold on, I'm still adjusting. Give me 17, 22.
Yeah, and
There it
Vani
is.
is also at a. Oh no, Vani's out of range. Never mind.
Yeah, I had to adjust because Tug's aura affected Tim and I. There we go. So hearing that we're doing violence, yeah, I guess I'm so sorry, lads, on that ship, but this is how it has to go. I'm just gonna look over at them, and I guess if we're blowing up their ship, I guess, right?
Yeah.
However we want to do this. I'm fine with murdering all of them.
Great.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna. Do I still have? I assume that I can't fly anymore today, correct? Because I used the boots earlier.
I can split them up in increments, right?
Nope. I said specifically with magic items that grant an ability, the moment you use it the first time, the counter starts.
Right. Yeah, I remember. Gotcha. In that case, I'll just I'll drop a fireball right here to get these first 5 giants.
Let's see, I can get.
Let me get this up.
Hmm.
That's right.
Yeah, I can get.
Yes.
Hmm.
So that is 14, 42 fire damage.
Alright,
Nice.
let's see.
Oh, it might have. Yeah, there you go. Oh, and my DC is 1 higher now as well. It's 19. Oh,
Yep.
it is on there. All right, good, cool.
That one made it with a crit.
I did Pilates this morning.
Yeah.
Good old giant Pilates.
This one gets advantage for the save, but it still fails it.
Great.
Only one made it, and that was because of a natural 20.
Awesome. And I will move forward
The ship
as
is
much as I
also
can,
heavily damaged now.
and that'll be my turn.
Alright, then it is Booker's turn.
Critical analysis on the Jarl and the Frost Giant in the front here.
Alright,
These two. Perfect. And then I may as well cast the Fog Cloud near their heads.
alright. How much radius is Fog Cloud again?
20 foot radius.
Yes.
Big- Big cloud.
You know,
To
about like this.
That'll work.
Alright.
Yeah, that works great. That'll be my turn.
Alright.
And since I cast it near their heads, I think y'all can still see them.
Yes, and they cannot see you.
4.
But it's Timwin's turn.
5.
Yay, Tim. All right, Tim, what are you doing? He, as a bonus action, is going to cast. How Bless affects 3 people, and then it's 1 per person per upcast, correct?
Yep, level plus.
So, as a bonus action, he's going to cast Bless at 3rd level, affecting 5 people, which is going to be Chaperone, Malaya, Tug, Booker, and Demovi. So all of you have Bless. Put that on. He gets to do that as a bonus action due to his level 6 feature. And then as his action, he's going to pull out a gun, and he's going to try and shoot the leader with his gun.
Alright.
And
He's got a gun!
yeah, it's just going to be like pew pew as he shoots. And
Roll
misses.
advantage. Advantage because he can't see you, but you can see him.
Okay, great. I didn't know if that actually affected this gun or not because
That
of its.
doesn't.
Okay,
Gun
great.
can only shoot once per turn, regardless of what kind of attacks you have. But magic doesn't work on it. But
Yeah.
advantage disadvantage does.
Great. Shoot. Another try.
It seems to react very volatile on if you use magic on it.
Gotcha. Well-
As you do, I'll miss.
Makes
2
sense.
Stormtrooper aim.
Yep, and that'll be it.
Alright. Malaya's turn.
Alright. I did some measuring. I can get most of them these two are fine, but the other ones are all going to get hit by a firestorm.
Oof. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Yep. Here is the boom. Oh. Small boom.
Alright. You can only make the save with a natural 20.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco
All of the
Inferno.
normals failed it.
Hmm.
And then
The owl.
yes. He does this time not get advantage because when he is in the fog cloud, he cannot see anything. All of them failed it.
Alright. It also specifically ignites flammable stuff.
Alright, give me a sec.
Whatever the fireball didn't ignite is now on fire.
This entire ship is now on fire.
They're going down, baby.
See, and then I'll go my little 30 feet over there. And yeah, I can do that spell my round. That'll be it for me.
Alright. The ship is on fire. And it is a frost giant's turn, this one. And while the ship is on fire, he uses movement to jump off the ship with a dash and get here. That is his turn. Then the next frost giant will use his movement to jump off, get here. He still has some rounds, so he will then attack Malaya with his great axe.
Alright. Miss. Hit.
For 21 damage.
Alright.
The movie's turn.
Let's see. The movie's gonna hit the giant, the lead giant, big Jarl Bjorn over here with a hold monster.
Alright. Wisdom save for him. 9.
I'm about to get him.
And then he's gonna be over here.
Alright.
That'll be the movie's turn.
Then a frost giant's turn. This one will also go off the ship. Go towards Malaya with his great axe.
Miss.
This Tug's turn.
Well, Tug is a little too far away to get into range, but he can get to about here. So he'll go boop. And then he can cast a spell or two. He'll cast as a bonus action, he'll have Blinding Smite up on his weapon, and he'll use his action to take the dodge action.
Alright. Then it's Vani's turn.
Alright. Vani will take a turn to cast, as a bonus action, he's gonna cast Holy Weapon on Booker's weapon.
Alright.
And then yeah, let's go ahead and throw a guiding bolt towards the healthy one on
That's
Malaya's
two
north.
normal spells.
Oh, yep, you're right. My bad. My bad. She'll just move forward and throw something. Nice catch.
E.
Another square. There we go.
Impel an aura.
Yeah. Why not? Throw trident. Go.
That'll hit for the 20. Which one did you aim for?
This one.
Too big for
But
spiritual
it is
weapon.
immune to cold damage, only 16 damage.
Ah.
Frost Giant, immune to frost.
Good to have in your cold climates.
That'll be Vani's turn then, so another Frost Giant. One that is still completely uninjured, but on a burning boat. So he will also use his dash action to get off the boat. And then move to here. And it is Jarl Bjorn's turn, who will, can't do anything but gets a new wisdom save.
Yep.
Did he make it?
I think he made it. Yeah.
Alright. So now he is no longer stunned, but that was at the end of his turn, and he's still on the burning boat. Does your ability, does Flame Strike say anything about fire damage, ignited objects?
No, I can hold on. Firestorm. Damage. Damages objects in the area and ignites flammable objects that aren't being worn or carried.
And no, so then he just takes 1 fire damage for staying on the ship.
Alright. I'll take it.
Alright, and then another Frost Giant gets off the ship with a dash as well. Next Frost Giant, this one here, will also go off the ship with a dash.
But I'll just be perfect. I'll draw.
Comes here.
Ah.
The next Frost Giant will also go off the ship with a dash.
In the room or
And then the last Frost
next
Giant. The captain stays at this ship until the end. Goes also off of the ship with a dash.
fireball.
Ron, your turn.
Great. I am going to repeat essentially what I've done. I'm gonna
Another
move
fireball.
over here. Yeah, and except let's see.
I won't move from this guy.
Yeah, I mean he could attack me if he wants. I don't think it'll. He can go ahead.
You can move
Yeah, I'll-
between yourself. You can do it like this.
Oh, can I? Let me see. Oh, I gotta be on the right thing.
Oh, you can do it this.
If you load a little bit more.
Yeah, there you go again.
Yeah, all of them.
Almost all of them.
Yeah, there we go. All right, let me go ahead and
You
roll
get
this
an
up.
opportunity attack as he tries to hit you with a great axe. But that misses.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Alright. 38. That's all of them. They all failed.
Nice. Unfortunately, before this battle, I did not have the opportunity to make my cannons because I didn't know if we were going to fight or not. But I think I'll just hold on to my cannons. That'll be it. I'm just kind of standing here in the open waiting for one of them to do something to me.
That's gonna hit. Yep, that's gonna hit pretty much everything.
Then it is Booker's turn.
Alright. I'm gonna shoot at the Jarl.
Yes, with advantage.
Less, and I'll even spend the extra hit point for extra 5 to hit, just in case I roll 2 or something. Pew. No, I crit.
Boom.
Oof.
Alright, he takes this much damage, and I'm also going to burn the extra superiority die for extra damage, which is this one. I keep forgetting I have this, but it's fun. So that's going to add an additional 2 superiority die, which is 2d12.
Oh wow, that's a juicy crit.
Boom.
Uh,
Alright, let's see. That is 15 damage. Then there is 52 damage. Then there is 9 damage. And then there is another 9 damage.
Oof.
Yeah, he looks really bad.
That's a juicy hit.
And then I'll just try and let's just say that was the damage one. I'm going to shoot again. get to. Not bad for 2 superiority die, if you ask me.
And a 29 will also hit.
Alright.
How do you want to do this?
Both of the arrows are gonna go through his knees.
I used to be a rider, but then I took an arrow to the knee, and then he falls down and dies.
Amazing.
And thus that joke will transform the world. And that is the end of Booker's turn.
Alright. Tim Wynn's turn.
What are we? A creature. Okay, cool. Tim, he's going to look at the giant that is standing. This one right here, and he's going to, as a bonus action, he's going to cast command and tell him to lay down.
Alright. Wisdom save for him. 12. That's probably
Alright.
a failure.
Yeah, it is. He's laying on the ground, and
his
then
turn.
as Tim's action, he's again going to shoot his gun, except now at this guy.
Alright.
Come on, Tim. It's only a -6. Does he still is the fog cloud still around, or?
That's
The
over
fog
there.
cloud is here.
Oh, it did move.
Normal
Pew,
shot.
pew.
No, it's been the same spot.
Oh, I moved. Yeah, that's right. Well. A 10.
That is a miss.
So close. That's his turn.
Alright. Malaya, your turn.
Alright, I can put it in such a way that it'll just hit these guys and miss me and Chaperone, as I'm going to dunk down let's upcast it to 7th level Circle of Death.
Oof.
So I'll have to make some saving throws. Constitution. I'll take. I don't even have to
Good
hit my.
at those. I don't think it'll help.
But yeah. Oh. Ooh.
Your DC was 26, right?
Yep.
Alright. That one is dead. That one made it.
Hang on.
And then 2 more to go. One made it, and that was this one here.
Dang it.
2 of them died from it.
Alright, I'm gonna. Like in good old fashion, a floating hammer is going to deal with one of them. I'm going to cast a spiritual weapon. 2nd level, I'll hit the one that is currently next to me on the top.
Alright.
Let me. Bonk. Bonk.
That'll hit for 9 damage.
And I'll move a little bit close to this one.
Alright.
That'll be it for me.
And the Frost Giant's turn. This one here. This one has 2 potential targets. Tug or Chaperone. 1-2 is going to be Chaperone. Goes for Tug. Runs at Tug.
He's dodging, so it will be a disadvantage to hit him.
Was that the commanded one, or was that the one?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he was on the
Because,
ground. Yeah.
This one goes prone.
Yeah.
Great. I forgot that I did that. Excellent.
It's okay, I forget
I forgot
everything.
it too. I forget it too because it always happens at their turn, but sometimes you can
Yeah.
be like 6 turns in between their actual turn
Yeah.
starting. The movie's turn.
Alright, let me double check the range on this. 30 feet. He's got to get surprisingly close, doesn't he? I I guess that makes sense. Can I even get to there? Not in one turn, no. Get to here. That's not close enough. Actually, that is. There we go. I'll move to here. That should place him within 30 feet. Yep. And he's going to cast Suggestion on that one.
Alright. Wisdom save for him.
Yep.
Fails it with a 7.
Alright. The suggestion is that he drop his weapon, run all the way back to the capital, explain his crimes, and beg not to be jailed for the rest of his life.
You know what?
Alright. That one won't bother anybody anymore.
It's going to jail.
He's going to
You
jail.
really think they put frost giants in jail in Starfall?
No.
No, but I think it's gonna be funny.
Alright, that is the movie's turn. Another frost giant, the one at Malaya. That one will attempt to attack Malaya with his great axe. 26
Hit.
hit, and 24 hit.
That's 52.
Yes. Then it's Tug's turn.
Great. And you said this one was the one that was
This one is
Suggested,
currently
yep.
frozen
I gotcha.
And suggested.
He's gonna take a dash and just get right here.
Alright.
That'll be it. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. He's gonna be right here. Alright, that'll be it.
Alright, then it's Vani's turn.
Hop, 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 hop. Foot soldier. Nope, too far. She'll take a dash as well. Get up there. That'll be your turn.
And it's this one's turn here, who has 3 potential targets. 1, 2 is Malaya, and the rest is with the clock. 6, it'll attempt to attack Vani.
Gotcha.
It's a great axe. 22.
That's a miss.
15, also a miss.
Yep.
Those some are brutal damage rolls. That is his
Yep.
turn. Jarl Bjorn is dead. And this one here. What is the range of that ability? Four potential targets as it's gonna try and throw a stone.
Rock.
Malaya has 1, and then I'll go with the clock. 1, it is on Malaya. We'll try and throw a stone at her. 26.
Kunk.
25 damage.
First blood.
This one is dead.
Oh no, I've been hit a bunch of times.
And this one. Sees how effective that was. We'll do the same. Number 4 will throw a rock at Chaperone. 25 will miss. And the next one here. We'll move a bit closer to here. And we'll also do the same on Malaya rock. 20 will miss.
Miss. Kunk.
And then it's Chaperone's turn.
Chaperone, he is going to... Dang, you know, I could drop another fireball and just keep burning everything, but let's see. We're going to try our new thing. We're going to look at the one that's right above Malaya, and we're going to cast a Mind Sliver.
Oh.
I believe it is a intelligence saving throw.
You can only make it with a natural 20. He failed.
Nice. Which means he gets a minus 1d4 on his next save.
Mind Sliver is a artificer spell, right? So 11 damage.
Yeah, for using the tools it is. Yeah, for me.
Alright.
Yeah, so he gets a minus d4 for the next saving throw he makes. Okay, cool. And then I'll just step closer because these guys. That'll be it. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to... Where was I? Here? I'm going to start making my way. I want to try and make my way over to this burning ship at some point. You know, see what all that's on here before this thing sinks.
Extinguish the fire.
But yeah, that'll be my turn.
You see that your expertise sees that the ship is very heavily damaged. It doesn't take a lot for it to sink.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because get
Ah,
hit
we'll
by
see.
a firestorm and fireballs, and the thing is on fire. Booker's turn.
Alright. I'll get closer. I'm not worried about this frost giant. It doesn't look like he's going to be any problem anymore. Let's see. I target these two backline frost giants, the healthy ones, with a yeah, you know what I'm doing. There you go.
There you
All right, and I'll shoot the far left one.
Alright.
The prep.
I'll take a hit point damage. Gain +5 to hit.
23 will hit.
And he will take. Yep, that much damage.
34 damage.
And I used a distracting strike to gain advantage of my next shot.
Alright.
I will, however, probably not burn superiority with that one.
That'll hit as well. Doing 14, 21 damage. How do you want to do this?
This one's gonna go the same way as his boss. He's gonna get also an arrow in each knee.
Let's see. This is.
No, not my knees! They are the most important part to raiding!
Hey, that's quite breaking. Nice.
But that will be Booker's turn.
Alright, Tim win.
Start line.
Tim is going to move over. Boop. And he's going to take his gun and he's going to try and shoot this guy.
Alright.
Damn.
This.
Actually, oh wait, I have these. I'm going to lucky re-roll this.
That you can do.
Oh, well, not any better.
Jim.
He tried.
Control.
That's his turn. He ain't doing nothing
I
else.
didn't know laser guns could jam, Timwin. Good job.
If he takes 2 months, he can learn a proficiency, and then it becomes, for Timwin's level, instead of a -6, it becomes probably like a -3.
Oh, nice. If you're level 20, does it become like +1?
No, it's still then it's it basically goes
yeah.
minus your proficiency. So if you're proficient, then the highest with your proficiency is a +6. So if you're proficient completely at the highest level, it becomes a +0.
Yeah.
I see. Gotcha.
Alright.
Okay.
That was Timwin's turn.
I
Leia.
found a very funky little line. I'm gonna cast a wall of fire, which will hit both of them. To make sure I wasn't
Dex
doing wall
save, right?
Yep. 4th level. Oh.
Alright.
Burn, baby, burn. Let's go and burn all.
All of them filled it.
Pop, 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 pop. Splat. Splat.
2 of them dead from the wall of fire.
And then I'll spiritual weapon the currently mocked one.
Alright.
It's bonk. Bonk.
Alright.
The top one.
Alright, that'll hit.
This one. For 8. Yeah, that'll be it.
Alright. Then the frost giant stands up. And uses its movement to walk to here. And then uses a dash to run away to the capital! I will remove him from the initiative unless any one of you wants to taste him.
Nah. Get out of here.
He runs away. Then it is then it's the movie's turn.
Okay. Move to here. Places him within, and still out of reach. So, he'll give a bardic inspiration to Tug.
Nice.
It's a D10.
Alright.
He'll take a dodge after that. He doesn't want to get hit.
Then it's Tug's turn.
His hit points are more valuable than his spell slots.
Great. Tug will take his maul and he'll swing at this guy.
Alright.
Yeah, and he does still have the blinding smite on,
Yes.
so we'll see. Well, that's a miss.
14 misses.
You can have a D10.
Fucking, oh yeah.
You can, yeah, inspiration.
Okay, get him. Hey.
So that becomes it.
Nice. So then we'll have it. Oh, we're not gonna waste any smites on these guys. Plus the 19. He needs to make a con save or be blinded, and he takes 19 radiant.
Alright.
I might just kill him.
Yeah.
19 extra
What do you want?
radiant. That'll
Yeah,
kill
from
him.
the first. Okay, great. All right, he's just blinded and dead. And then this guy's still alive. We'll walk. I assume that should take all my movement with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Hmm.
And we'll use our second attack on this fella.
Alright.
I think he's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah. Dang it! And then I'll use my bonus action to make another attack because of Grave Weapon Master on his corpse.
Good. Alright. Then, I don't think any of you. I don't think Vanny. Does Vanny have any spells that could prevent the fire? Or stop the fire?
She has create water, which can
Yeah.
do stuff. Unless I got rid of it. Let me double check. Might have been something I got rid of. Create food and water. That's different. That requires containers.
No, first level one can do the rain.
Nope, not there anymore. I got rid of it.
Didn't
Alright.
prepare today. Yeah.
So the ship only has 3 hit points left. So let's see if it burns down and goes down. Yes.
Yeah.
In front of you, as Chaperone is looking at it, the ship sinks instantly as it crashes down into the water. That is where our initiative ends.
How deep is the water from this close to the edge?
It's pretty deep.
Okay. Well, I'll ask everyone. Is like, if you want, I could just walk down into the water and walk through the ship.
Yeah, Vanny could also go.
Yeah, Venny could go looking for stuff too.
Sure.
She could.
Yeah, let's
Nice,
go. And
nice trident ability.
Chaperone will just walk over the edge and fall face first into the water, and then just sink.
Let's go looking for treasure!
Alright. Finding treasure is not a big problem. The problem arises as you go down and look into the ship, into transporting the treasure.
So, question: was I able to successfully move all of the stuff that I had into the shared chest that we have, so that way it could be on the ship?
Oh yeah,
Like
that's no
the-
problem.
Okay, then I do have space in my bag of because essentially I had those guns that was taking up most of it. But in that case, I do have the bag of holding has space. It has like not full weight, but it has like half, I would say,
Then let's see.
or a little
Fine.
under half.
You find 50,000 silver coins on the bottom of the ship, and 40,000 copper coins.
Great.
That's-
Does the Jarl have anything on him as well?
No, nothing of value at least.
He
Gotcha.
has no
Well,
knees.
in that case, I guess we could just grab it and carry it up top, and if we want, we could either throw it in the shared chest so it appears on the ship, or if you want to divide it now.
Whichever's easier to get it upstairs. Because right now it's underwater.
Yeah.
Sure. In that case, I guess I'll just put it in the shared chest and then
Yeah.
make our way up.
I'm imagining opening the share chest underwater. And just...
Or something. I don't know if I'll do it like that, but I at least could
Also,
carry it.
I will say that 50,000 silver pieces in weight is more than a bag of holding can carry.
Yeah. So I mean, I can take not that much, but whatever amount I can.
I mean, how much is that in weight?
That's 50,000. Give me a sec.
I think the share chest might be able to hold it though.
Or someone has to open it. 50,000 silver pieces is 1,000 pounds.
Ah, I can carry half of that.
I could carry none of it.
Well, we can just put it in the chat. I have it sending. I can ping somebody on the ship to start.
Don't. I just realized that the only person on the ship is Bob.
I think it's Bob and one captain, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or just
Yeah.
Bob?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one captain and Bob.
I'll
Yeah,
message the captain.
Good call.
Yeah, because
Bob's like money.
the captain is there to essentially he's just there like, hey, we're still docked, we're still stuck in place. All right, good. And then that's his job pretty much right now.
He
Now his
basically
job
gets
is to shovel.
He gets a bucket to like unload the chest. As you guys, I was like, "Hey, there's no water in here."
Water and coin. Water and coin.
I will say to coordinate this properly, this requires a couple of extra sendings.
Mark some more off.
So,
I think
roll a d4
I think it's
for
worth
how
it.
many sendings it costs to play. So, yeah.
For,
Oh, all of them.
Tim,
It costs
Tim
all
could
of
do-
them.
Yeah,
can Tim do?
he could do one sending left.
Yeah, all right. Mark that off, Mark. Yeah. All right, cool. That off.
It's mostly about like it takes a while to empty the chest.
Yeah.
No, there's more. There's even more. Just keep going. All right.
We brought you back to life, god damn it, and you'll have to work for it.
Worth every diamond.
Alright. And you want to do anything else here?
I suppose I'll take the big helmet from the leader. It's proof we did it. If the giant knocking at the gates trying to apologize for his sins isn't enough.
Normally, we would give such creatures a burial at sea with a flaming ship, yet that has quite literally sailed.
I say leave him to the buzzards.
Yeah, I mean,
Birds
they're
gotta
causing
eat too,
havoc,
right?
so let them do whatever. Also, for Malaya, I could heal you up if you want.
I don't think. I mean, I want to know.
I mean, I got 10 uses of cure.
I'll take some healing.
My nipples tingle. These gauntlets are good.
How many dice is cure wounds for 10 times, or however many times you might need?
I mean, just give me however many you want. I'm missing about 100 hit points, but whatever you can spare is good.
Yeah, let me see.
10 would be 10d8, whatever your wisdom modifier is.
Intelligence for Chaperone.
Yeah, so it would be 10d8 plus 50.
Yeah.
Plus.
There you go.
Pretty beefy.
I mean, almost back and forth.
Alrighty.
Can't take the risk of you going down too low. We need you in big mushroom form.
Yeah.
It saves up a attunement slot for Malaya too, because now she doesn't
Yeah.
need her belt of
Extra
fire type
strong.
strength. Yeah, you're already strong naturally, but
Hmm.
it's gonna be a dilemma if you find another magical item and you turn back to normal size.
I'll figure that out then.
Alright.
Hmm.
So
I'll take more of your
now-
hand-me-downs. Who knows? Belt of fire tried strength. I can carry things.
Finally,
Demovi, give me my money back.
picks up the movie.
Start shaking him like lunch money. This is so fun. No, I'm
To the
joking.
Summer Palace.
Yeah, yeah,
That is
we
only
gotta.
an hour travel from here.
I'm glad we've been pretty damn discreet about this. We haven't had to use the coin once.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like
Yep.
we've gotten some pretty good leads.
Yeah, so far it's been pretty helpful.
Music. I need to find music.
Wait. Some familiar face.
I remember this place. We got fucking murdered here.
Reusing maps.
I don't blame you.
That's a good map.
It is a good map.
Alright, let's.
You hear a lot of fancy music coming from inside.
Hmm.
Let's see, Lady Marie Noel. Yeah, here it is.
Hmm.
Chaperone. You
Yes.
recognize this music as like one of the more popular musics for a fancy party.
Oh, great.
But that means that in a fancy party, you have to follow protocol. And if you
Uh-oh.
do not follow protocol, people will look at you badly. Although it is always well known that at least someone breaks a little bit of protocol once and does, no matter how much they train. The more you fuck up, the worse it'll be at a party.
All right.
Etiquette
Who-
in Westerlands.
Who
Very
out of
important rule, never introduce yourself. Always let someone else introduce you.
Oh, jeez. All right. Who all here knows the protocols required for such a thing?
If the protocol is
Tim Wynn raises his hand.
Thank
He knows everything. Yeah, I've been trained by this quite a lot. It's quite gruesome, the training. You think fighting's bad? This is worse.
I shall leave it to thy expertise. Doth thou wish me in there? I am not particularly known for mine tact.
Then perhaps not. Perhaps you should be.
I might be able to fake it. I mean, who
Everyone
knows?
Well, if you feel you're confident enough to do it, then I'm not gonna stop you. So.
All right.
With that, Tim and I will definitely go in, but I don't know who else.
I'll send in me and Demovi.
The Movi also knows protocol. He's a butler.
Demovi.
Probably
Demovi. Demovi can. If he didn't know protocol, he invented the protocol.
So yeah, there are 4 rules at a party in the Westerlands that are like the main protocol rules. Never introduce yourself, always let someone else do it. If a noble offers you food, eat it and then thank the High King for providing protection. Never touch your head when talking to someone. When drinking wine, only hold the glass between your ring and your middle finger, and don't spill. That's it.
So they got those fancy bell glasses for us then. With the big stems.
Westerlands is all about drinking wine. As the guards say, can we help you?
I will look to Tim as
And
he will step up and
I
start
would like
talking
to
about
visit
chaperone
my.
at least.
I would like to visit my aunt. My name is Timwin Starlight. Please may I enter? Shows
Fucked up.
his thing. Welcome, Mr. Starlight, as they open the doors. They are now in the dining table. You may enter.
I will open the doors for Tim, and I will essentially introduce him. This is Commander Tim Win Starlight here. May the Emperor, the King, His Graciousness protect us all. Hello.
As Timwin goes in. And this is my teacher and mentor, Grand Fleet Admiral Chaperone.
Give a quick bow, the both of us, before we make our way over and start greeting these people. Whoever we, obviously the host first, and
That
then
is our lady, Maria Noel. She greets you all. She seems quite happy to see Tim win. Hey, Tim! Welcome to my party. Glad you could make it. Next up, the Movi walks in. This is Booker Findley, former general of Leven.
And this is my friend and heir, Demovi.
Come around and sit and take a seat at the table. We have just started the appetizer.
I will also, after of course greeting the lady, we'll have seats over here.
Alright. The food presented is Soup de la Lyon. It is a very thick soup with onions and cheese in it and a little bit of like crusty bread. With different layers on top of it with different flavors of melted cheese and onions. As here in front of Booker is someone, and right next to her another guy, and says, "This is Lord Robert," and then the Lord Robert says, "And it is Lord Rahul. Pleasure to meet you, Demovi and Booker.
The pleasure is mine.
Do you like the soup?
I have not tried it yet.
Oh, you should. I think the third layer is exquisite because that is old cheese that they use for it.
Let's see. The word was thank you for the food, and thank the king for providing. I forget the exact words already. I'm bad at this.
And then they look at you like, yes, that is a failure on protocol.
I forget the words. I'm not from this country. My apologies.
Demovi is about to take a bite, and he says, "Thank you for the food, and may the High King protect us all."
That's the word. And may the High King protect us all, as I then eat. I've already fucked up.
That's 1 point of fucking up.
It's good that I'm not there. I would have.
It's okay.
As they try and make a bit of small talk with you guys, and then at Timwin and the chaperones area, one woman speaks up. He says, "Tim, long time no see." As Timwin says, "Yes, chaperone, this is Lona. We used to go to school together before I went to travel with you."
Oh, I see. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you then.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, chaperone. I do wonder how you are going to eat anything, but
While the food and nutrients of such delicacies may not provide such nourishment, they are still pleasurable. At least in food cases such as food being this delicious. Of course, such delicacies are only ever provided due to the protection our great leader provides.
I nod. As you take as for a little while the bowls of soup are gone and done, as they all thank the High King for protection. The next course comes in. That is Buffon de Bourgeois. That is little bits of meat with onions inside them, with mushrooms, with a brown sauce on top of it, cooked in red wine. As
My mouth's watering.
As the plates are set in front of you, and it looks very delicious. As all the guests all thank the High King, all simultaneously.
I follow suit.
Lord Raoul says to Booker, "Sir, you have a little bit on your nose."
Thank you. Is there a restroom I may retreat to?
Yes, there is. Let's see, where is the actual restroom? I know this thing has one, or it is the other map.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Go through the great door, then into the great hall. When you look at the entrance, go to the left, and there are several doors. Each of them leads to a restroom.
Thank you, my good sir. I shall return. Because I remember, I'm not allowed to touch my face while I'm doing stuff.
Yeah, good one.
While I'm going to the restroom for this innocuous bit of cheese on my nose, and no one is clearly in this room with me, I just wipe it on my thumb, and then I just smear it on the wall a little bit, and then I'll take a look around and see if I could spot any signs of the prince's crest anywhere.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. You're very confident there is none here.
Excellent. Then I actually do go to the restroom. Make sure there's no extra cheese sauce on my hands. Make sure I look halfway decent.
At the entrance of the restroom, there is one butler, and I was like, "Would you like an extra cent with Ed, or something to smear your hands with afterwards for disinfection?"
Yes! I think that's appropriate. Thank you.
Alright, take the restroom. You leave the restroom, you get the hand wash, and the servant immediately goes into that restroom and cleans it. You've never seen such clean restrooms before.
Huh. Well, while he's in there cleaning, are there any servants that are like spread around that aren't on the map?
There are plenty, but I'll call out when you ask for when you
Okay.
enter a room.
Well, if he was in the restroom door, I'll take a quick peek in here.
Alright.
See if
this
there's
is an
anybody in there.
Office. There's no one in there.
Lucky me. I guess I could look for any old documents of the princes. I doubt I'm gonna find anything, but it's a good idea to look.
Go ahead and make a investigation check again. You find something. You find notes about all the notes and notations about all the different guests that are here, and it seems that there are 3 guests on the list that the hostess does not trust.
Ooh.
Red marker, like a red flag.
I'm going to write that down
That
because I
is,
don't want to take the
Lord
whole book with
Robert,
me.
the person that was sitting in front of you, Lord Teal'fi, and Lady Melody.
Let's give that information to Moby. He can privately message the other guys with his mind powers about that afterwards. I'll make a little note that passed to him later, and then I suppose I'll look for any information on our host as well, like preferred song list or whatever. Might be useful to get into her good graces.
You don't find any songs or anything in the office.
Understood.
You do find
Oh.
a couple of storybooks. She seems to be into what is a genre beyond a genre that is sci-fi, about technology that does not inquire magic.
As he grins. Oh, this is gonna be great. Alright, and they'll leave. Hopefully before the servant returns from the restroom.
Alright.
And beat his way back.
As Lord Jose, right next to Timwin, says, Timwin, how have your adventures gone with Admiral Chaperon? Well, it was pretty good. It was pretty cool. Chaperon can tell way more about that.
Yes, we have had many interesting encounters throughout our travels, even before I have met the others currently traveling with me. There have been several encounters of villagers, uh, either requesting aid in some fashion or other such things, random beasts of great renown, and other such things that we've traveled and seen. We've been to several of the island countries as well, and visited their skies and seen their people, and it has been quite the journey.
Ah, the islanders, the savages that manage to resist our great armies. Well, it is fine to see that there is also some civilization there, and there is some worth to it.
Well, yes, I mean, not all of these people are savages, I would say. They certainly have fought well in their endeavors. Others haven't fought at all. There are many that do not wish for conflict, and I think that is admirable. But those that do fight, they do not always win, and when they don't, it is a respectable defeat, I would say. But yes, there are many of these countries that do have problems with their governments and economies, but that is not to say that they are set. Now, I will tell you a grand story of once we traveled to another realm, but at the behest of helping one of these countries, and we came across a kingdom of lizardmen and their society, and then he'll start going into tale about the lizardmen society, what they were like, just to kind of be like, yeah, you see, those are the kind of people that are kind of like savages, but they also had a freaking portal generator, so maybe take that for a grain of salt. But yeah, and he'll just start going into tales about that.
Oh, we're getting into war tales, are we? Oh, yay. Overhearing this lovely tale of his that I was ongoing with, I will pick up where he leaves off and go over our escapades with the demons and cut that a little short to get to the sci-fi portion much faster and speak that one a little louder.
You see that you gain the attention of Lady Noelle as she's like looking at your direction.
Yeah, so we're there to save a gold dragon, no, brass dragon, a brass dragon's youngling, and we get caught up with a sphinx who sends us to multiple different realms. I have no idea of anything we encountered there, save this. There was these impressive weapons that one of them had. They can't aim, and we can't aim them for nothing, but we did collect a few of them, and I have one of them with me today, but it'll take down a Tyrannosaurus Rex if you manage to hit it. Like, one shot. No magic or anything.
Go ahead, make a persuasion check.
20.
They all look impressed, and like, as Lady Marie actually wants to like stand up and walk towards you, suddenly like a bunch of servants come in. Dessert is ready. As she sits down again.
Oh, damn, I almost had her, but dessert was coming.
The dessert is chocolate souffle. Don't have to explain what that is. As they're all chocolate souffle. The servants do ask if you want it with cream or without cream.
I'll take some cream. Thank you, and thank the king for the protection to be able to eat this.
As the dessert is over, different guests go to different rooms and walk out of the dessert room as she yell. Now let's go to the main hall where we will intermingle a little. She sits on the side throne here. No one may sit on the main throne, only if you are the High King.
Ah! Well, we gotta mingle and...
She's now sitting alone as all the different guests mingle with each other.
I'll mingle with the person closest to her, probably.
I'll also tell Timwin, perhaps that Lady Ilona, maybe you haven't seen her since you were in school. Go ahead and, go catch up. Tell her some of the, the new things you've learned.
Sure, yeah. Good thing, boss.
Before he leaves, I'll just grab him real quick and I'll just be like, remember, confidence. Go.
Yes, confidence. Hey, Tim. Could you tell me more of what happened? Sure. They start talking a bit.
And I will make my way over to give my personal greetings to the lady.
Greetings, chaperone. Haven't seen you in a long time.
Yes, it has been quite a while. I've been quite busy out of the country as of late.
I've heard rumors about your escapades. You were at Fortress Absolution. I thank you very much for your actions.
It was a Fortress Absolution, alright.
Yeah, I did a lot. Holding down the line.
He was there.
He was the last line of defense.
Too true. Yes, I was. I accomplished a lot during my times out of the country, including that escapade in which we did many travelings throughout the region beyond our walls.
Ah, cool. Tell me about that. And the moment she asked about that, then you hear Madam, 2 of the knights They are starting a duel. You must referee. Oh, I'm so sorry, Chaperone. My duty calls.
No, please, of course.
I want to see this. Can I come?
And like more people go outside as you see two knights battling each other.
I want it. Oh, it's these two, huh?
Oh, no, I didn't put any knights on the.
Ah, I gotcha. I just want to watch.
Two knights here that are battling each other. As they let's see, left or right. Left wins and like basically punch his sword breaks, but then he punches the one right in the helmet and he falls over, draws a knife and puts it at his throat. Yield! Yield! Ah, I yield. And then he walks over to this lady here. My lady, I have saved your honor. Would you go out on a date with me? She's like, no! I like Liam much more. She walks over to the knight that's been. I don't care that you've lost the fight. I love you. As the winning knight is like.
I wish more soldiers saw sights like this. It's not always the violence that needs to be glorified. You see many things when you get to my age. When you lead the profession I have.
The Lady Marie nods. I wish there were more peaceful men. Just thinking that you can fight the entire world, it's disgusting. Now let's return to my location.
You have a lovely yard.
Thank you. Well, it's not mine. I only stay here until I can return home.
Where is your home?
I have to look at it.
I've traveled all over the world. I'd be surprised if there's a spot we can't go.
Great Sun.
Great Sun. Would there be a big city near Great Sun? Would I know where Great Sun is?
Great Sun is the big city in the area. Like on the world map, it is here.
What prevents you from reaching your... Oh, I know.
Royal duty.
I'm a stum. It's not safe to travel anyway, with the army being pulled back. My apologies. Getting you there wouldn't be an issue for Chaperone and his big ship, but it's probably not safe to return there anyway.
Also, I traveled here to visit my son, but then the king ordered us that we were not allowed to leave. As in, like mid in your conversation, a servant shows up. Would you like some crepes, please? Oh, sure thing. I love crepes. She thanked the High King for protection. As they go to Booker, would you like some crepes?
Yes. Thank the High Lord for protection, and thank you for the food.
That is a failure.
I fucked up!
High Lord.
What is it with people and their food in this place? As he looks dejected at failing yet another attempt at the same attempt that he attempted earlier, he just looks to Demovia and like, why do you bring me to these things, friend? I'm just an old war runner.
Politics is part of running an army.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
She goes back inside.
Well.
And she's like very carefully eats the crepe because there's like ice cream inside of it, and it like you have to be careful, else it trips out.
Gets on your face and stuff, and then you have to leave, go to the washroom, wash up.
Yeah. Or at least not talk to someone when you're touching your face.
Yeah, I'll take since I'm outside now, I'll take another look around and see if I can spot stuff.
Alright, go ahead.
See if I can see anything to do with the Prince's Crest on anything out here. It's a good idea to get as much of the lay of the land as I can.
So you don't see the crest. What you do see is Timwin
Eh.
and Lady Ilona right there, and apparently Lady Ilona is laughing at something Timwin said.
Oh,
That's my boy.
good job, Tim. That
My
makes me
son.
smile.
He's using those lucky dices. If he needs them.
What a fucked up idea!
I came prepared when I made that man.
Oh, that's great. Seeing that heartwarming sight, I will be reinforced by his own professionalism, and I'll go back to the big room.
As inside, then Lord Theodore talks with Chaperon. So, Chaperon, how is that fleet building that you were planning?
It is a work in progress, I must admit. There are several nuances to convincing the world of the greatness of air power, but I believe that it will go well here soon.
What sort of challenges have you come across?
Several, many of them simple, even more that are complex. There are always things that need to be done for those that cannot do them themselves, and with that brings a certain amount of risks that require diligence and wits and strength to overcome.
Ah, yes, yes. Very interesting. And how has your one airship wagered against you horrors of war?
I must admit there have been several times where there have been close calls, battles which have rent it asunder, and others where it has done practically null. There are times where I wish that there was more I could do for the people, despite all of my numerous capabilities and powers. But it seems that one being may not be enough, which is why, with the indulgence of support of various kingdoms and men, I hope to bring about there being more than just one ship at my disposal, and perhaps have that fleet be available to help whoever may need it in time.
And is that fleet for hire?
Perhaps one day, of course. I love my land more than any other currently, but if it is requested of me, I would offer my services first to our kingdom, and then if it is not meant to be, perhaps others. Although I will admit that if it were to come to war, I do not know if I could turn against my homeland, but perhaps I am more than willing to help those that need it, and that is what I am hoping for.
Maybe a war for the betterment of your homeland.
Perhaps, although war has begrudgingly brought a lot to our kingdom and its now marvelous growth. Perhaps one day, if war is needed, I will be able to answer that said call.
He nods. At the same time, Malaya, you see one guest go outside. She greets you, and she takes a cigarette and smokes.
Ah,
Hello there.
greetings,
I'm
I'm
sorry, do you
Malaya.
mind?
Oh no, I have
want-
breathed ash and spoke.
You want one too?
Oh no, I'm not hungry.
I'm just using this to relax a bit. It's always tense in there.
Yep, like just kind of scratches their face.
She also does it.
Such events are not particularly my strong suit. I, frankly speaking, give less than a horse's ass about any of such foolish notions. That
Yeah,
mu-
I agree. I think it's horrible, but my dad sent me to here.
Such is the burden of nobility, I suppose.
Yes, we do get, like, yes, you have to deal with these sorts of events, but luckily enough, you also have to, you also get to live in riches and everything. Just something that you have to deal with. I do it with this. Just points at the cigarette.
By all means. Any
So
particular?
you're with the
Yeah.
the extra guest that came in.
Sort of, in a manner of speaking.
Why are they here?
I believe it's mainly to accompany Timwin as he was visiting here. We were also in the general area to vanquish some frost giants recently.
Ah, yes, I heard of that. They caused quite a bit of problems. Good.
That's the main reason I was here. I, once again, care little for such events and am mostly now waiting outside as to not, I believe the term would be, ruin the etiquette.
Ah, yes. Good. Then I will, then I have to return to the party as her cigarette is out. And, she walks away again. Nice to meet you, Malaya.
No problem. Likewise.
So you were a general during the the rebellion of Blackhaven and Leven. How did you manage to actually be able to resist the onslaught that was coming from the Westerlands? I must know.
He'll tug at his jacket a bit and he'll say, "Are you sure? This is a bloody topic. It's not. It is brutal what we did there, and I won't shake my hands of any of it. I did a lot."
Give me the short version then.
In the short version, it is all about while we were outnumbered and well out-armed, there are specific key supply routes coming into Levan that we attacked mercilessly and were able to basically stall any forward-moving armies coming in. Supplies coming in from outside the country by boat, that takes time, and we were largely able to starve the army out before they were able to do too damage. They were here a long time, though. It wasn't yeah. As he just sort of stares off into space.
That helps a lot, then. Seems
What?
that that seems that the incompetence of the new generals after Prince Adian took over did not know how to protect supply lines very well.
We want to talk about Prince, do we? Prince Adian, we can. I'm going to make a show of just absolutely ripping him apart. Throughout, this is a war I took part in. I probably know quite a bit about his tactics and what he did. And while it's probably not the best topic,
one of the tactics that he used to like make it really hard for you is that to win from him is that he basically took villagers and citizens from Blackhaven and basically used them as human shields between your and their army. So it's like if you did like spells and cone spells and everything, you would fire on your own men. And
This-
captured prisoners as that, so you were like very handicapped in the abilities that you could use.
the man's creative brutality knew no shame. He would take women, children, and elderly men, strap them to shields, and march them towards our archers so we couldn't fire. If there was a less honorable person in the world, I do not know him, and if I could ever meet him again, I don't think there would be a custom nor law that would stop me from putting my sword through his neck.
I would love to see you try doing that. She looks really excited about your story.
Perhaps, but alas, I do not know where this prince would ever be.
Sadly, none of us do.
Aw.
So sad. She sounds legitimately disappointed.
Oh well. Such things cannot be avoided. And while I've let my temper flare in a place where I have been invited in as a guest, as he points, like, eyes the lady of the house, I think I need a mild reprieve, if you will. Thank you for the bracing conversation. He's gonna go off to the corner.
As Lord Robert walks away from Lady Marie. The party goes on for a little bit longer. After a while, a jousting match between other knights comes in. They have a jousting range right off of the map, and everyone goes to there. The other one knight unhorses it basically is it takes 7 attempts of broken lances before the jousting match is over. That's the jousting
Dang.
ring. It's legit, as everyone is super excited. Ah! Then someone comes over. Booker probably stayed in the hall. The rest was watching the jousting match. And then Chaperone gets approached by someone. Would you like some paninis?
Yes, I would. Thank you very much.
Here you go.
Might I ask, this current party this evening, is there a particular reason for said party? Is this a simple gathering for a nice dinner?
Just a gathering. We do it every single day.
That
Until we
sounds
may
lovely.
return home to our palaces and castles.
And that must be quite, the lady must be, quite happy to have so many guests visit her home regularly with her former husband gone. Believe it's just her and her son, correct?
Well, her former husband has been gone for 30 years, but yes, she probably enjoys herself a lot.
I
She
realize
just
the.
walks around. She just walks around and mingles with people occasionally.
Oh, well, I simply mean that for the fact that I do believe she hasn't remarried during this time, correct?
No, she has not.
I see, that's quite unfortunate. Do you believe she might hold such a torch for her former lover then?
Oh, she has been always quite vocal about Prince Adrian, and I don't think she does.
I see. Thank you. Thank you for your time and for this delicious food. Tell me, what else do you have? What else do you do around here, these parts? And I'll just kind of try to, I don't know, like entertain or mingle during that.
Sometimes there's a boar hunt, a duel. Occasionally there's an archery match, and there's always new snacks that people have made.
That sounds quite lovely. Tell me, do any of you ever see, magic or particularly things of non-magical kind of devices and things like that?
We don't see any of those.
Well, that is quite a shame. Here, if you would like, I would be more than happy to entertain and show some of these things.
You show the laser guns.
Oh yeah, 100.
The laser
Yeah,
guns.
I showed the one that Tim would, because I have the rest of them put away in through the shared chest on the ship, other than the ones of
You
course
could
that we
you could
all
ask
take.
Booker for his. He's got his on him. Tim went out
I
with
mean,
his
yeah, Tim
girlfriend.
has it, yeah, because of whatever's going on. Yeah, I'll just start showing off all those things like the laser gun, the cannons that I can make, or various spells and other things. If
Could I
I,
see that laser gun? Says Lady Marie.
well, I must say, my lady, this is an incredibly dangerous weapon from which I have personally seen used on comrades that are stronger and better than I would hope that uh, you're careful with it, and I
There you
will,
go. And he goes
yeah,
back.
make sure
She
to,
has it in her hand.
Just literally just hands
Yeah,
it to her.
and
It's
I-
like, here's the trigger, here's the safety, and just don't point at anybody. He
Yeah,
goes
just-
back to the
So
corner.
let's go to the
throwing-
trading
yeah.
grounds for this.
yeah, that sounds good.
As he carefully walks. You know, this gives me a feeling of power.
Well, it is quite powerful. I would hope so.
She like goes on the archery ground and she is going to attempt to fire it.
Oh boy.
Clear down range.
She actually hits something. She hits the archery target, and she shoots right through it. This
I give a
is
small
indeed
golf clap.
powerful.
Yes, it is. I, again, would like to reiterate, do not shoot someone unless you intend to destroy.
There's a stun setting, I think.
There's a non-lethal setting.
Yeah, right there.
She tries
This is
again
just-
to shoot against the thing again. This time she misses, goes through one of the protection walls. Oh,
Oof. Yeah. Just be careful with that. I will say that, this is one of the few things that I found along the journeys that we've had quite recently.
Have you ever tried to replicate this? This would be great for the army.
Well, it's something that I intend to look into eventually. Understanding things is stuff that I love to look into and enjoy. It's one of my many passions.
But now for more serious talk, as you two are the only one at the archery range. Why are you really here? I know it's not because I've heard the rumors. I know it's not for Timwin. Even though Timwin is enjoying himself, he is not. He would never voluntarily go to one of these parties.
Well, you would be correct, and I won't pretend to try and deceive you in any such matter and insult your intelligence with such things. Yes, we are here for another reason, and part of that reason does involve your ex-husband, Lord.
Yes, Adrian.
Yes, correct. There has been, well, to put it simply, I am a man of action, and I'm always looking for ways to help our country and its people. And because of this, I am currently looking into where your ex-husband might be. For if he is in need of help in some fashion, I would like to offer my aid or otherwise, depending on what is happening. And as I'm kind of saying this, I want to double check around to make sure no one.
I like you're going the exact opposite route of Booker. Booker's here. I want to run my sword through his fucking throat.
Well,
You're like, I want to give him help.
I'm saying that currently because I don't know who's around here.
No,
Just
you're
trying
good.
to be a little careful with
I do not
this.
know where my former husband is, but I do know someone that is very loyal to him at this party. Well, I knew several, but the leader among that trio, Lord Roberts. If anyone on this party knows where he is, it is him.
I
Lady
see.
Melody has some sort of obsession with him. She's in love, but my husband is old enough to be her father. Disgusting.
Gross.
Well, for a lady in love, she might take it offensive to know that he may not be such a great father as it was, as I've heard from Perry. I mean, well, Admiral Pierre, ignore that. But thank you for this. While it is not my item to give to you, if I do happen to look into advancing such technology, I would be more than happy to offer my services with whatever is created to you as perhaps one of the first to invest in such a thing.
She nods. That would be great. Come visit Great Sun after this ordeal is done.
Of course, that would be wonderful.
There
I would be more
have
than
more access to my coffers, and I even can offer a workplace to try and work with this. As she temply fires again. Misses again. This is indeed very hard.
It is. It is. Even
I'm
I
getting
am.
worse at it.
Well, it happened. I'm telling. Let's just keep it facing that way.
But
Oh!
now it's perfectly in the bullseye.
Well, perhaps you are not getting so much worse. I can see this being well used in the future, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
With that in mind, well, I would thank you for the information you've provided, and know that whatever happens here in the near future is, of course, for our country and for what is to come.
We must return to the party before anyone thinks anything weird.
Of course, right this way.
As you enter back into the party area, a servant comes by and says, "Would you like any let's see, macarons?" Of course. Thank you, and bless the High King for granting us protection and giving this to us. And she takes a bite.
I will do the same, seeing that she took one as well. Bless the High King for his great abundance of protection upon our lands.
She returns back to her chair.
I will make my way. So who was it that asked me about the fleet thing? Was it Theo or was it?
Yeah, Theo.
Okay. I will again kind of approach him. I'm speaking to this whole audience here pretty much about, and I will begin to speak again about the ships, but more put it out there that even I right now, as perhaps the best airship captain to exist, am open to hiring my services. Kind of having that portion be kind of thrown around that, like, oh, I'm so, with all the talent, with all the things going on.
It's the chaperone, says Lord Robert.
Fishman.
Would you be willing to negotiate something? I might have a job for you.
Well, I am a man of business, so please, if you wish to, I know business matters can be delicate. If you wish to discuss it here, somewhere private.
Let's go a bit outside.
Of
Follow
course.
He goes outside here.
300. There we go. Finishes doing exercises.
Oh, Lord Robert, this is my companion, Malaya. Hopefully, if you wouldn't mind, they've been graciously here. They are not one much for parties, but if you wish for them to not be included in this, we could, of course, go somewhere else.
We can go up top. Walks over to here. Our kingdom is bleeding from this ordeal, and the king has shown that he is not completely competent anymore. But we must stay loyal to royal blood. So I have a suggestion for you, Chaperone. If you want to make some coin and help our kingdom. We need other royal blood on the throne.
I see. Do you have a suggestion for who's in mind?
Yes. The most direct heir, Prince Adrian. I know. He has committed terrible crimes, but he has learned over his years. And he knows that a direct war with the Island Alliance right now would leave us in a very bad position. And if we keep our army here the way we do it now, there's only a matter of time before that army of the Island Alliance or our armies, something will ignite this cack powder of an explosion, and we are in a total war scenario.
I see. Before we continue further, Lord Robert, I will remind you that while I was in the Navy and of a high position for one such as myself, I am currently no longer involved with the military, and thus am in not technically, as all things go, within the military ranks of the Westerlands.
That's why I asked you.
I see. Now,
should you be interested, you can find clues in the sewer system.
I understand. Might I ask then a few questions?
You may ask a couple, but we can't stay here away for too long.
You see, I consider myself valuable for these times, and while such a business opportunity with a man destined to become king seems profitable, how am I to know that I am going to be accurately compensated for such a thing?
Well, when the man becomes king, he has access to the entire royal treasury. You know how vast and endless it is.
That I do, and
He surely will be thankful to people that help him get to the position.
of course. And as far as those that I have heard several people, almost half of the country at this point, be quite displeased with our current ruler and his stance and situation.
Definitely.
Who, if you do not mind, you have revealed such private information to me, and I wish to upkeep that mutual respect. Who do have, if you do not mind, that is also of same mind besides ourselves?
That is secret. I will not tell you.
That is understandable. But still, I thank you, sir, for this opportunity. I am always looking to improve our country. And with that in mind, I'll walk forward and stick up my hand to shake his hand. I will be happy to look into your request, and hopefully things will go smoothly.
As he walks away, and as you enter back in, it's already pretty late as the party is over. As people take their basically horses and things back home.
I will round up everyone in our repertoire. Is Tim busy?
Yes.
Yes. Perfect. I will.
Yes. Talking.
Let me see my. I believe I have message, like the cantrip message.
I'm gonna sit down on the steps and have a smoke
I do.
myself.
I will quickly from a 120 feet away. I will whisper into my palm to Tim,
You need
just
to know where
to.
someone is for message.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't find him at all.
You want to be like ascending if you want to talk to him.
Yeah. I thought I could see him somewhere. I didn't know he was like off in private, but that's fine. He knows he can talk.
He's in the mansion. You just don't know where in the mansion.
Yeah. Makes sense. That's fine. He'll find me if he needs me. He has capabilities in magic.
Hey, Lamau.
Yeah. He'll catch up essentially. But we'll wait a little while before we leave, but not too long.
If you want, I could camp outside for the little turd. Bring him back.
You don't need to worry about that. He knows where the ship is, if anything. And by the next day, he'll have the capabilities to find us or message us at the very least.
All right.
Shall we return to the city then?
I believe so. Does anyone have anything else they wish to do? It is quite late currently.
She can keep the gun. We're good.
Okay, before we leave, I'll of course tell our host that it was a wonderful party, and that, as we discussed earlier, if she's in need of anything or as a partnership for working in the future, that I will be more than happy to accept, and I'll whisper to her, in these next few days, things may get a little hectic, so be careful.
She nods. Well, I don't think that'll be a problem here. Thank you so much for this gun.
You're welcome.
Every day.
Yeah, just please don't hit anyone you care about with it.
I will practice safety first.
Excellent, thank you. With that, I bid you a good night, and thank you.
Booker gives the best presents.
Up north here.
Leave it to an old toy maker to be able to hand out good gifts.
Alright. As you return to the city.
I'll let everyone know that to be ready, because tomorrow we're going to be trudging through a sewer.
Alright.
And you may take a long rest.
I gotta go back up with Tobias. And I'll probably, while I'm doing that, drop off the helmet of the giant fucker.
Then he will give you the advice that how do you call it? The general will tell you that the last time he saw Prince Adrian, he knows that his base is somewhere in the southern city. So here.
Southern sewer.
That knocks off half the map.
Yeah.
I just look at him. I'm like, oh, I could kiss you, my friend. Come here. I give him a kiss on each half of his face. Mwah, mwah. You're wonderful. And he goes away. Southern half of the city, eh?
Sheet.
That's more than half of the map. Let's say 2/3.
Yeah, that'll narrow it down for this as well.
As you try that, it doesn't work.
Well, then I'll figure it out next day.
Maybe Did Tobias have any luck with tracking the guard with the crest?
Let's see.
Let's see, how many people do we have? 8.
Because depending on where that man goes in, it might be good.
He just went home.
Just went home.
He went into a tent and went to sleep.
Balls. Then I guess I'll keep him on the assignment and make sure he catches a cat snap. If we find him before that man does anything strange, then I guess we'll go find Tobias later.
Alright.
These.
This man has gone to ground in the southern half of the city, and we're gonna be looking through sewers. Do we want to stop by the Magic Academy? Like, I don't want to go, but like, I know you guys
we
have
sure
no problem
can.
with it.
I mean, there's no reason to. We definitely don't want to do it after, because then we're gonna be all sewer covered.
We've captured your father, and
Yeah, so we might as well do that first.
I guess while you're doing that, I'll eliminate sewer entrances that are inaccessible by people. And like,
Do you wanna still go in the late evening, or do you just wanna go in the morning to the Magic Academy?
The morning is probably good.
yeah,
Yes, you'll take a long rest. Is Tobias following that guy again?
yeah. Tobias will follow Guy, and I'll look around for any underground entrances to like sewer systems and stuff, since we're gonna be traipsing
In the
around.
morning, you get also Chaperone gets a message from Timwin and said, "Boss, do you mind if I take a couple of days off? I have a very busy new schedule."
Yeah, sure you do, buddy.
Well, while your assistance would be great to have, I am more than understanding of your situation. And I want you to know that with these dire times, take what you can get. And as long as it's you're not just taking time off to, fiddle around, I hope you're using it wisely.
So you were talking to Tug, says you were talking to Timwin, says Tug.
Yes, I am.
Our boy.
Yeah, of course. Well, he came aboard our ship when he was but 16, and now that he's 18, I'm hoping that with all the, at least, power and I am hoping knowledge that he's gained, that whenever the time comes that he must take a role of leadership within our country, that any advice that I have given him and time that he spent with us is well used.
He nods. Yeah, it should. Even though we're in dire times, he should still have you should still try and get a happy life occasionally.
Exactly. Well, if you wish to take some time off as well, you may. I want you to understand that you are more than what you're worth to me, valuable wise, because you have done more than I would hoped you would. When
I
we
have
decided.
enough free time.
All right. Well,
let's go.
thank
Let's go visit some nerds.
I was thinking the same.
I like Tug.
He's a
Calls him
simple man
dude.
at heart. He knows what's up.
Alright.
He's my kind of person.
You go to the Wizard Academy. It basically looks like a Louvre. There you go.
Oh,
Beautiful.
From the side, and you see through the windows, you see different classes being taken. This is the largest Wizard Academy in the entire world. And funny enough, as you walk around here, it actually looks like it's normally functioning, and there's not like 15 layers of guards or anything. Seems actually like this is probably the happiest place that you've been in the entirety of Starfall.
Nice. I would believe I would have some information on as a tour guide at least onto
You
perhaps
know
the
the
history,
inlay
yeah.
of the academy, you just don't know where in the academy Prince Ashley is.
Makes sense.
quick.
Like if you find someone that knows where he is, you'll definitely find him with ease. It's just that.
Worst case, I did prepare locate creature, if that's something we wish to do.
Right. Well, I mean, let's try not to waste any of your spells while we can, and we'll just go have a look at. We'll look around, and if I happen to find someone of the staff that I think would know, then I'll ask them.
There's like concierges everywhere and a couple of security guards. Only these security guards aren't very well armed or anything. They're more like calling people out for misbehavior.
No running in the library.
Yeah.
Nerds. Let's see. Is there any kind of teacher staff that would be around?
And you can see one just leaving her classroom.
Excuse me, madam.
Yeah, sure. What's the problem?
Well, in fact, there isn't a problem at all. I am Grand Fleet Admiral Chaperone, and I was hoping you could help me with something.
Sure. What do you need help with? You do need to hurry up. I have to go to a different class now. But
Well, I must ask, last night I attended a rather elegant dinner party, and at the behest of his mother, I am here to look for Prince Ashley.
oh, then you should go to probably go to the left wing library.
Thank you for your time. If you happen to see him, please say that I am here looking for him.
Sure, no problem. Is there any point where you would like to meet him if I do encounter him?
The library would be great.
Alright, just so his normal library, left wing library. Okay, now I have to be real quick, else I'm going to be late for the next class.
Thank you again.
I have to teach a bunch of kids how to cast the mage armor spell.
Great spell. Very useful. Thank you. All right, to the left library.
Do 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 do.
I like this song.
Alright,
Alright.
guys. Alright.
Okay. What? I'm not even gonna ask.
Chad, this son of a bitch. You've made a mistake letting him exist in this game.
All
Thus
right.
begins the ultimate battle.
Chad Mashlong. As you enter through the door, you see Prince Ashley. Looks like, what the hell, Blue, Silver, May, Barry? You're joining Chad? I thought you promised you would join my team. I convinced him with my bitch squad and my massive dick. You're a loser, Ashley.
What?
I'm the alpha and you're the beta. I'm going to participate in the tournament and I'm going to kick you out.
I'm just gonna cast silence over here.
Hey,
Doesn't
Lamau.
work.
Hey, Lamau!
It's like you try to cast a spell, but it doesn't work.
Huh. Great, no magic in the library.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Bless.
Hey, Chaperone. Sorry, I'm dealing with a problem here.
I can see that. If I could have a moment of your time, perhaps.
Ah, you want to steal the beta buck's time. Another beta buck.
Well, I'm sorry to hear you think that way, but
Beta!
unfortunately,
Beta!
it is an important matter. And I will ask him to, I guess, come in here to the center with me since there's no other people in here.
Run away, little Ashley. As they go past Malaya, and Ashley looks very angry at Chad. Chad walks over to Malaya. Hey, big lady. He's a halfling. I like climbing. Standing straight, but it's not my legs that's keeping me up. I need a bitch number 5. You interested?
Just looks at him for a moment, looks back to hear what a conversation's happening.
Fucking Chad.
I hate Chad so much. I have never forgiven him.
This is a different Chad from an alternate universe.
It's
But
the same Chad!
but he looks exactly the same. This time he's a wizard.
Are we able to, like, just from his looks, are we able to tell? Are we able to garner how strong Chad is?
Well, he
I'm
has a
glad
bit-
I did.
He has
I'm
a
glad
better
I-
physique than the average wizard.
I'm glad I did not come to the fucking wizarding school.
Well, I mean-
have to meet
yeah.
Chad.
Just as for a wizard, like how I would say, like
He's
capable.
alpha.
Oh, well.
Nobody that is a active student at the Wizard Academy could cast a level 6 spell.
Yes.
So at best he can cast a 5th level spell.
Well, now that we're over here, I'll quickly say to the prince, I am sorry that this is a situation you're handling currently, but there's a matter of which we must discuss.
Sure, sorry, I have a lot of my head right now. My team just betrayed me to join Chat's team. I need to quickly find a new team for my Pokemon battles.
I shall ask questions. Let us do this and then be done with it.
Yeah, if I might, recently we have been looking for perhaps a form of employment, and word around is that your father might be the best one for that. Do you happen to know where he might be?
I don't know where my father is, but he has visited me once a while back, and he told me of a place where I could meet him if I was interested in it, and I would be brought to him.
Alright, then how about this? We aid thee with whatever matter of Pokemon thou art discussing, and thou reveals to us this location.
Sure thing. But I'll have to teach you quite a bit, and we have to leave the library so that I can transport you to the Pokeworld, so we can catch some Pokemon for you.
Could you summarize that in 3 to 10 minutes?
Probably not. But I can tell you along the way.
I understand. All right, let's do that then.
Alright. Alright. Then you go outside of the library. And then you are... and he does a sort of teleport spell.
Have fun catching Pokemon.
You go into a different realm. As he has some sort of balls with them. It says, this is what you use to transport Pokemon. And right there, we will end today's session because we are exactly at our time.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. If you got like 3 minutes.
And there, I'll stop the stream.